welcome into the Boise State Game Pants Esports Arena. We're here today for the Esports Tower Rumble, where talented all-star teams of the Esports Tower will take on some of the top high school teams in the nation. These talented Rocket League players standing in a standalone bracket. They'll battle each week for the title. I am Michael Fisher, going to be joined by Artie Nerdy Bird Rain to call all of the action. And Nerdy Bird, you're the experienced one here. I'm the newbie. You've seen a lot of these players before last week. Are you anticipating any improvement from what you saw last week?
So last week we had, at least coming out of the Esports Tower teams, lots of passing that was happening and a lot of aerial play. However, there was massive amounts of aggression that was coming out that wasn't very controlled near the ending areas of the bracket. That would, I hope to see, even starting out in the beginning, to be more metered, as we like to put it in our keys to the game.
Yeah. Demolition aggressiveness in Rocket League is always very, very finicky. I know I've heard Doc talk about it all the time, because you can get a great demo, but unlike any other game, I think, in the history of esports, the respawn time in Rocket League is like that. There's no punishment. So I can understand some of these players being a little bit aggressive. I can't wait to see the passing. I love watching passing in Rocket League. It is absolutely awesome. So I cannot wait to see how we kick things off here in the Esports Tower Rumble. Here's how it's going to work. Each week, some of the best high school teams will join the Esports Tower Elite teams in a standalone bracket. They'll begin with group play, up to 4 groups of 3. This week, though, was a little bit different. They'll have round robins in the group. Top teams advance to the bracket. The semis, a best of 3. The finals, a best of 5. So a ton of games here, even if these teams don't make the finals, which I think is awesome. You hate to be in any sort of tournament, Nerdy Bird, where your first team out and you got like 2 games in. That's never any fun.
No, because it's kind of like, I just got warmed up. I just got in the groove. Can I get another chance?
As we see here, pretty standard rules for Rocket League. 5 minutes per game, best of 3, sudden death, overtime, team with the most goals wins, default settings, standard arenas only, exclusion with no neon field. So everything pretty nice. That's the one thing I love about Rocket League. There's no, well, this week this champion's banned, or what, this champion can't be played because they have a weird interaction with something and we broke something in our weekly patch. Rocket League's like, we're playing soccer for 5 minutes. If you don't know the rules by now, you'll figure it out in one game.
It's a solid game. They don't have to modify it a whole lot, so I can't blame them there for always having, you know, everything together on their heads. Yeah,
and I'm 99% sure all of the cards are very, very equal. I think there's minute differences, so there's no balancing between, you know, oh, well, we got to nerf this card this week because it was too strong last week. So I'm really, really happy about how just easy Rocket League is to comprehend. As we see our teams here, we've got the Wolves, Barracudas, Vipers, and Spiders for the Esports Tower, and then our high school teams, Silver Creek, Southeast High, Ridge High, and Antatowic High of California. So going to be a very, very fun thing here. Of course, we will have our recap of how we got there. We would be as much easy as it is for Rocket League to understand, Nerdy. If we had all of these games, we would be here probably until tomorrow.
Yeah, and I would like the opportunity to sleep.
Yeah, I mean, these players would probably like the opportunity to sleep. They are still high school players, which is not viable to make them watch all of them. So Antioch there, Ridge Community, Southeast, and Silver Creek are the names of the high school teams, the visiting teams, if you will, going up against the Wolves, Barracuda, Viper, and Spiders from the Esports Tower. So going to be a ton of fun here. I'm really excited to see this. As I mentioned, I haven't had a chance to check out any of these schools yet. Nerdy Bird says she's hoping for some improvement, hoping the passing gets better, and hoping we don't see some crazy demolitions or attempted demolitions and take yourself out of the play.
Yeah, I mean, I will. Last week there was a calculated demolition that occurred at the goal that happened right as the defending player was getting in position to block the ball, and the attacking teammate of the person who had the ball just demoed them, and the ball goes right through the little explosion. That was probably the most perfect demolition I've ever seen, and I hope to see more.
Those are awesome when you get the demolition on the goalie, because then you really feel like even if you didn't score, you were the real reason why. But as I mentioned, don't have time for all of it, so we'll get our rundown of how we got to the bracket play. We'll take a look at some of the highlights, give you a breakdown as we'll start in Group A. Antioch taking on the Wolves here. We saw Antioch High School, a diamond ranked team, take on the equally ranked Diamond Wolves from the Esports Tower. It was a short 2-0 win for Antioch in round 1. They were able to rack up 8 goals over 2 games, beating the Wolves by a collective 4 goals to close it out. As you can see some of the scoring here, absolutely dominating performance, put up 4 goals in a game twice, just absolutely insane. So you know Antioch is going to be a team that you have to watch out for. In our second match of Group A, the Vipers came to play versus Ridge Community High School with a dominant 2-0 performance. Both teams were able to put points on the board this round, but the Vipers came out on top with the victory.
Honestly, in this one, I love looking at what I appear to be a kickoff goal that was coming out. I have been begging to see those more often. However, the rotations that we see coming out from both of these teams is also insane.
Our next game, the Wolves had a clean 2-0 victory over Ridge Community High in round 2, match 1 of Group A's round robin play. The Wolves were able to score a total of 22 goals in just 2 maps and completely shut out Ridge Community High by not letting up a single goal in any of those maps either. That is absolutely insane.
What?
Plus 22 goal differential. I don't care if you're playing, I don't care who you're playing. Watch out for the Wolves. That is absolutely insane. I highly doubt any other team's going to match that. That is absolutely crazy. Moving on to our next match, I think was a little bit better. The Vipers continued their streak with another 2-0 win over Antioch High. The Vipers, second time only giving up 2 goals in 2 maps. This time they put up just a casual 8, though, so not quite the 22.
Okay, 8 is not so bad. I do agree with that. I'm hoping we actually see lower score differential, though. I'm hoping to see games that are won with a 1 or 2 score difference.
In our Group A round 3 ended with the Vipers' flawless run as they took down the Wolves, the team we just talked about, put up that many goals with a final 2-0 victory. This one puts the Vipers at the top of Group A's round robin bracket, placing them in the top 4 single elimination bracket. That's absolutely insane. Anytime, I don't care if you're not even the team playing, when you're in a tournament setting and you hear a team put up 22 goals, you're like, oh man, that's the team to watch out for. So the fact the Vipers were able to 2-0 the Wolves, absolutely incredible to them. So that is going to be a very talented team, as we mentioned, making it to the top 4 single elimination bracket. And then in our final match of Group A play, we saw Antioch High compete against Ridge Community. Antioch took home the win without dropping a map. Another 2-0 victory for Group A.
That's beautiful. However, I will not let these pre-games, so to speak, be the determining factor of the skill that we'll see come out, because I think possibly in that game after the 22 goal score, the Wolves were a little mentally boomed.
I should have saved some of those goals for later on in the series. Now we go over to Group B. In the first match of Group B, the Southeast Knolls fought back hard against the Silver Creek Raiders, but were unable to close it out. The Raiders were able to win Map 3 to put them in the lead for Group B. Nice to see that this group seems very competitive. Did not have a single 3-map in any of our Group A, so the fact that we had a 3-map here between the Knolls and the Raiders, very, very impressive. Means that this group is very, very close in terms of overall skill. Our next game between the Spiders and Barracudas, the Spiders begin their tournament strong by crushing the Barracudas, coming really close, Nerdy Bird, 16 goals across 2 maps. Barracudas did at least get 4 goals, but unfortunately they could not match the Spiders' offense.
Man, I need to see the rotation game.
That's crazy. 16 and 22 goals. Some of these teams, I cannot wait to see if some of these teams make it on to the bracket that we will be actually able to see live, because that's a ton of goals. But to our next map, once again, the Southeast Knolls struggled to come out on top. This time, though, they weren't letting up. The Spiders were able to win 1 map, but it was the Knolls who finished off the series with a 2-1 victory. So the Knolls, couple of longer games. Of course, this is best of 5, best of 7, but that is something to watch out for as we get further and further on. If they do make it, how much stamina are they going to have left in the tank? Our next match saw the Raiders and the Barracudas. The Barracudas struggled to score a single goal against the Raiders, and the Raiders were relentless as they scored 10 goals across the 2 maps played. We've seen a lot of high-scoring games here, Nerdy Bird, in these early games.
Oh, yeah, and it's great to see that they're not all coming from one side. The Raiders are one of our high school teams, so they definitely are demonstrating their prowess, even though they are not a part of Esports Tower, and that is what we love to see.
Finally, the Knolls didn't have to go to map 3. They refused to let the Barracudas win a single map, and once again, these just huge numbers. 20 goals for the Knolls here in 2 games. They only let up a total of 3. So maybe after those first couple of 3-map performances, the Knolls finally figuring things out, beating the Barracudas 2-0 here and putting a ton of goals on the table. The final match of Group B's round robin play ends with Silver Creek Raiders' 3rd win against the Spiders. Silver Creek ends their group matches with a 3-0 record. That's good enough for them to be in first place of Group B, Nerdy Bird.
That's wonderful. I'm looking at how all of these teams have been performing, and from the Knolls, I'm seeing a lot of fancy, as I like to call, tire work with the way that they're passing and scoring these goals.
That takes us to our current bracket, starting out in the semifinal matches with the two top teams advancing from each group with a dominating 3-0 performance in Group A. The Vipers advance, followed by Antioch High School with their 2-1 record. Over on the Group B side, we saw the Silver Creek Raiders also go 3-0. The Grand Champ 1 team found their way at the top of the group with a 3-0 record, followed by a great performance from the Southeast Knolls, who were able to make it through with a 2-1 record overall, as we see how exactly we got here. And the Knolls going to be that one team I want to watch out for. A ton of 3-map games, Nerdy Bird. Going to be curious if they make the finals, if they start running on fumes.
You know, stamina is something you have to learn how to have, even as an esports player. I know that not everyone realizes how much mental stamina it takes to play these games for this many hours, but it takes practice to be able to do it for, 8 hours of consecutive competitive play with a team.
Now, as I said, I'm the new one here. You're the more experienced one. Were you shocked that it was 3 high school teams advancing to the semifinals versus 1 esports tower team? I thought the esports tower teams, from what I had heard, would be the better team. So were you shocked that it's the 3-1 advantage for the high schools?
Honestly, these high school teams are being organized by the players and students in most cases. They don't always have, the teacher-led type of aspect to it. And so these are people that are coming together as friends who previously had experiences being actual just buddies with one another, so they communicate well on that level.
Fair.
And so migrating that into the teamwork aspect and actually having that relationship does help you kind of have a better communication system for your friends. And if these are groups of people that I'm going to say are more like family to one another, I understand why they're progressing as quickly as they are, because the teamwork is something that they value a lot, as they know one another and they empathize with one another, and they don't get critical in bad ways to each other.
As people say, teamwork makes the dream work, Nerdy Bird, and we see that coming through. Before we get to our first match, let's remind everyone on Twitch to support your teams, celebrate the successes, be respectful to the other fans, and the mods will remove anyone who violates that. So let's have fun, but let's keep it clean. Let's not go overboard if a team is struggling, because we saw a ton of goals, so who knows how crazy these semifinals and finals could get. Before we get started, though, let's take a quick look at what the Esports Tower is all about. So we get into Doc's keys of the game right before we head into our first match. In Rocket League, play fast, maintain side controls, confident call-outs, and lay those demos. Very, very important, as Nerdy Bird mentioned. Tons of aggressive play last week, so definitely got to make sure if somebody guns for you, you jump right over them, you put them in an awful spot. It's presented today by the Esports Tower. Score pro advice at esportstower.com. Improve your game sense, improve your team play, improve your performance under pressure. You'll get matched with great players and professional coaches to help you rank up. As we get into the semifinal bracket here, let's take a first look at the matchup that's going to start things off here. It is a Continental Rumble, coast to coast. Silver Creek taking on Southeast, the Raiders and the Knolls. Should be a very, very good game here, Nerdy Bird, to kick things off.
I'm excited because we have both high school teams right here competing against each other, just to show the level of prowess that you can expect, even coming out of what I considered last week the more recreational style of gameplay. You can still get a lot of teamwork and a lot of practice and good skills from these teams.
Well, before we hop into it, we wanted to show you some of the competition that we saw in the group play leading into our bracket day. This was earlier on. This was the Southeast Knolls taking on Silver Creek, who met in one of the only 3-game matchups in group play. So it'll be something to see how these teams took each other on here. Be curious to see as we kick things off. Nobody scored right now. Nerdy Bird looks like Southeast has control. Nice steal there. Going to be able to put it up for Not Juicy Austin. Doesn't quite get the touch he wanted. He also hit it the wrong way. Never something you want to do.
Yeah, we've got ATR over here on an open goal, though, and they're able to get their own rebound to score that. That was very clean.
A great early start for Southeast. Feel like they were definitely in control for the most part. So ATR is going to try another one. Gets deflected away.
I think we've got Depu over here and Guap trying to also wrangle this ball to get it over to the side of Orange. It's just they're not getting that kickoff speed they need, and the control coming out from the side of Southeast is just keeping it on the blue side.
And Not Juicy Yosef, a great play there. ATR now going to try and put it up, and a great stop by Guap to kick that one off in midair. Not Juicy Austin going to try and carry it down into the corner. He's got ATR. That's those passes you were talking about, Nerdy Bird. That one just a bit wide, but more of those, and you'll keep going.
Yeah, but we had Anthony waiting over here who was prepared to see that aerial gameplay coming out, so they're aware of the level of prowess that they're going against, and that's a great sign. So it means that this other team, too, is capable of doing it. We just have yet to see it. So we see Guap trying to get that aerial touch, but just didn't quite have enough boost. And I'm seeing, unfortunately, not a lot of boost control coming out from either of these sides as they're expelling their resources rather quickly and not trying to get them back up.
It's like we saw one of the players miss on that one. It was a Unique Potato who missed on it in front of his own net. ATR with a great opportunity. Not Juicy Austin going to try and keep it alive. Dapu's going to be able to get it. Nice save, though, by Anthony. Some great defensive play.
We also got Anthony still trying to corral this ball down and get it over to his teammates, but they're going to get demolitioned, and so that's going to put them down a man over here for the side of Silver Creek, and the ball is still remaining over there, though. We've got a lot of pressure coming out from Southeast as we see, I want to say, I can't pronounce this player's name. Can you help me?
Dapu's man is a good one.
Dapu's man.
Dapu's man is a good one. I like that one. As he makes a great save in front of his own net, we highlight him. Now he's going to be able to dribble it down. Oh, he's got an opportunity. Open net on the double tap. Doesn't even need it.
Yes! That open goal opportunity. I like how you took that. Happy it dropped right in goal. Just a little bit too slow on that defensive play coming out right there.
We've seen a ton of aggression from Southeast, and that really opened them up to having that counterattack. Not really anyone back in the rotation as ATR tries to play it around Anthony, setting up Unique Potato, but he's a little low. This time, Not Juicy Austin was in rotation on the back line. So that one's going to bounce over Unique Potato. Anthony's got a great shot here, but he's got no teammate. And so it looks like he's going to have to follow that one up around the corner. But unfortunately, there's just no one there for his team.
We also saw Unique Potato kind of over-rotate and get in with that double play that happened over at the goal, and that can also leave your goal open on your side for the defensive sweep back coming from the enemy team, so you got to be careful about that. We do see Anthony trying to go up for that aerial save, not quite able to get it, so the ball's remaining over here on the yellow side as we've got Guap trying to push it to the blue side. Not Unique is there as well, but is going to get demolition, so now we've got pressure on the goal. However, it's going back to the midfield.
ATR is going to dribble it down. Great job by Dapu's man to save that one. Anthony's going to push it over. Not Juicy Austin has it in the corner. Unfortunately, he gets demoed. Dapu's man waiting there. Unique Potato as well. Oh, great play by ATR, but didn't quite get the hit he wanted. Basically went nowhere with that ball. Turned it over, but a great job by Unique Potato to get it right back to him. Plays it around one, sets it up. Oh, but a huge save by Anthony.
Puddles was doing a fantastic job of controlling the pace right there during that 1v1. Yes, the ball did end up going to Anthony, but fantastic on not freaking out and just slamming the ball into the wall, as we do see Dapu's man over here trying to get the ball out of the corner, but we also have follow-up from ATR. Puddle trying to smack it over to the side. There's no one there to help them out, and they are low on boost, as we see Anthony jumping in and smacking it to the side of blue. There is, getting triple team out from the side of Silver Creek, I do not foresee him getting a goal right there.
We'll be heading to overtime, but a great play over in the corner by Potato. Now Anthony's going to have it. Not Juicy Austin going to recenter it. Puddles chasing it down. Guap, though, just barely hits it over to the corner. Double commit comes out from the side, the blue side, but a great save by Anthony. Unique Potatoes there to save it, and we're starting to run out of time here. Unique Potatoes going to pop it up. One last chance to win, potentially. And we're heading to overtime already.
I'm totally fine with seeing overtime in a 1-1 score game. That means both of these teams are about equal as we see the kickoff go in favor of Silver Creek going down to ATU, and Guap trying to get that ball out of the air, but just not quite high enough to get it. However, the pass back coming from the orange side will allow them to get some controls. We see Anthony waiting at the midfield right now for an opportunity to force the ball into the blue corner.
Anthony's got an opportunity. Going to put it in front of his own net. Guap, just barely missed. A double commit came out from the blue side, and they weren't able to make the save, but he just missed on that one. Dop going to go into the corner, but can't quite steal it away from Potatoes. Anthony takes another shot. That one's once again going to go wide here in overtime. Looking for the goal to win it all in game one and put yourself on match point. A lot of pressure. Right now the Orange team has a ton of it stored up as Guap just can't quite find the ball there. Dop looks like he barely knocks it away. The blue team finally gets a clear.
Right now, this ball is spending a lot of time at this midfield, though. Neither team is willing to give up a lot of space as they're waiting to push this into the golden goal area. And it looks like we did just have a minute added on to the clock, so I think we might have accidentally had a miscalculation there. So we're not quite into overtime yet, but we're going to start seeing these players get a little bit more aggressive as they're trying to score that one offsetting goal to clinch the victory here and not have to get into a golden goal situation.
Dop's going to hit that one just wide. Potato's going to try and clear it. He's got the follow-up. Fortunately, did not have any teammates. Not Juicy Austin in the corner. Going to allow Puddles to steal that one, but Dop's going to be able to push him off the ball. Anthony's going to put it on net. Can't get his follow-up. Can Guap do it? No! Potato makes a huge save. Dop for the game winner! And he gets it.
Potato, I feel so bad. You had that save, but then you couldn't get the second one. Oh, that happens.
It's just, and it was almost a different story. Felt like as we have the first match of our semifinals in Esports Tower Rumble, the Silver Creek Raiders, the Southeast Knolls. Felt like Southeast in regulation had all of the pressure, Nerdy, and then we got to overtime, and Silver Creek's like, all right, now we're trying for real, and they really never let up.
Well, there's a chance that for the other team, in their mind, they decided to play more defensively to try and turn that into their offensive push, waiting for an open goal opportunity and not trying to leave their own goal open. But that comes into also kind of metering your own aggression and determining when you need to be on the attack and when you need to be on the defensive side is important, and you can't always play defensively. You need to be scoring those goals. I mean, that is the whole point of Rocket League at the end of the day.
Well, for time's sake, we're going to jump ahead right into Game 3. Which is no problem with me. I love a win or go home for both sides. Series all tied up at 1 apiece here. Game 3 between these two teams. Great demolition off the start. Guap just barely hitting that one wide, unfortunately. Now Puddle's going to try and clear it down. Anthony ricochets it right back. Might have an opportunity to put it home. Oh, just wide.
We're seeing a lot of the speed coming out from both of these teams right now. They're not nearly as slow at all as compared to what we were looking at during that first match, telling me that they may have needed a little bit of time to warm up as we see Potato almost get that ball to be able to control it. However, they'll miss it. We have almost a triple commit also happening down the corner. We see Guap with a goal-scoring opportunity, but it just goes wide to the left, and now we've got Puddles over there trying to corral it down to the midfield, and they have full control with a lot of boost in their pocket, but it's going to be sent back to mid, and Unique Potato is not going to be able to grab it. Oh, right by the goal, and it goes in. Oh, and that is a first goal for Silver Creek right there.
That was crazy. I thought maybe, I was like, the crossbar is going to make the save. Then it hit the crossbar again. I did not even actually see fully how that ball rolled in. Absolutely insane, but Silver Creek will take it either way. Now they're going to try and add to that total. This is Game 3, winner take all. Dop's going to have it in the corner, plays it around Puddles perfectly. Unfortunately, not quite able to get there. Great save. Now it's going to be hit down by Puddles, but a great redirect by Guap, preventing that long-range goal. Potato trying to recenter it. Double commit comes out, but it's not going to be enough for punish as Puddles makes a great save.
Both of these most recent attacks from either team, the defensive side was really corralling into one corner, leaving an open goal, so they need to be careful watching their own team rotations as we go into this. We do see Anthony trying to stay a little bit away from his team, who's doing a double commit right now. He's not able to save that ball, but we do see Dopus, who's going to get a demolition out and have a 2v1 in the goal. But the response have come now. I do not believe he'll get the opportunity to score as we see Puddles knocking it over to the side and trying to save that ball, but won't quite get it.
That ball's going to go all the way back towards his own side. Potato's forced to make a save. Dop's going to challenge him. Ball bounces off the ceiling. Blue team just waiting, and they waited too long.
Oh, that was... My heart was stopping as all three of the blue side was stalling out inside their own goal. That is when you need to use that boost. Oh, no, is that a kickoff goal?
That was just a clean kick. Nobody challenged. They just let that ball go in. They were still celebrating from their other goal. Southeast gets right back in it. You never want to let that happen.
Celebrate afterwards as we see Not Juicy Austin trying to get this ball down, but however, the yellow side's going to be able to throw it away. We've got Anthony with a lot of control, pushing Puddles away from the goal as well, and it's going to go, oh my goodness, both these teams are showing sign of life. We've got Silver Creek now on their third goal, but there is nearly 3 minutes remaining, and I have faith in the side of Southeast to even out that score.
That was a great play by Anthony. Not only did he knock back Potato, but he's teed up Dop perfectly for the long-range goal, and that's a great way to put yourself in a comfortable, for now, 3-1 lead here in this game 3. 2.5 minutes left. Oh, Potato makes a huge save to keep Southeast in it. Gonna try and carry that one down. Guap will hit it over into the corner. Puddles can't quite steal it away from Dop, but not Juicy Austin. Oh no, he misses on the ball! Oh, right out the crossbar. Guap, no! But he's slow. Woo, that was almost disaster for Guap.
Almost, but thankfully it wasn't. We never want to see those plays. We totally understand that they do happen.
Oh, I would have totally whipped on that one, so no shame at all. As Anthony, oh, not Juicy Austin. Huge save. Southeast needs less of those and more big goals, because right now they're starting to run out of time. It's 4-1 in game 3. Anthony plays it over Potato. Dop gets it around Puddles just barely until Not Juicy Austin plays it back. The re-center, but it just feels like there's never anyone there for those center passes from Southeast.
It comes down to those rotations. It's really important to communicate that with your teammates or just understand it internally what everybody is doing, but that comes down to spending time together.
Great play there. Puddles going to elevate, going to hit it down. Anthony should be able to make this save, and he will. Now has an opportunity here. It's an open net, but he loses the ball. Very unfortunate. Not Juicy Austin's going to be able to rattle that one around the corner. Dop's going to challenge him. He sets up Puddles perfectly, but it's too hard.
The crossbar.
Hits off the crossbar, and he hits it the wrong way on the redirect. Just not a great sequence for Puddles, but he's going to be able to make a nice little redirect there to get the ball away from his own net.
I'm not going to lie. I was having, once again, another heart attack as that ball dropped in front of the goal for Puddles, but we do see Dapu trying to get control as we see Austin also getting into the air, but Puddles is going to claim that ball away. We see the demolition come out. There's an opportunity to get a goal, but Anthony once again showing off their aerial prowess here and just knocking that ball back to the midfield, maintaining full control. We do see Dapu there trying to get on that 1v1 play. Anthony's just going to miss Austin right here, but we also have Guap trying to corral the ball down, going towards an open net. His team is following him up, but Puddles is there and is able to get control of that ball.
Nice pass over to Not Juicy Austin. Anthony's going to take a shot. Double tap! Oh, man! That's a way to seal the deal right there. Nice double tap goal off the crossbar.
I hope we get a minor replay of that because that was some fancy jabating done right there from Anthony.
Double tap goals are just so awesome to watch. They're so hard to pull off, but they're so awesome to watch. And that probably, I mean, it looked like time was ticking down on Southeast, but that one will probably seal the deal. Puddles trying to get a feel-good goal and keep his team just barely alive, not able to find it. Nice pinch from Anthony to get that one all the way down onto the blue side. Puddles going to be able to clear that one away. Does he have enough boost? No, not quite. And that ball will just die harmlessly there, and there's just only 10 seconds left.
So during Puddles' attempt to get that fancy dribble across the field, we actually saw Guap jump up and hit that ball away. Disruption is also something that you need to keep in mind that you're capable of doing in this game without destroying the enemy car.
Overtime here, Puddles just showing off his fancy dribbling.
Oh, man.
Oh, they're going to let him try and carry it all the way in. Looks like everyone was on board. Everyone was all aboard the Can Puddles carry it in, but unfortunately he couldn't. Lost it near midfield, and Silver Creek is your winner in our first game of the night in the Esports Tower Rumble. 2-1 over the Southeast Knolls, but a very, very intense game the whole time.
And I would like to point out the sportsmanship that we got to witness between both teams happening at that last possible moment. Yes, it was a feel-good goal, but when you've already solidified that win, making sure you have that camaraderie still happening and noticing someone trying to at least score an overtime goal, which like that is very difficult because it can't touch the ground, and they were letting him do it. That's some good, wholesome content right there between both teams.
Yeah, and as we mentioned, that was just a preview of what was to come. Those teams met in the group play. You can see in the bracket, they both ended up advancing. They wouldn't wouldn't play each other till the finals. So revenge can't be on the mind of Southeast yet. They've got to get past our only Esports Tower team to make it out of group play in the Vipers, who are definitely a team to watch out for, as they were able to beat the Team Nerdy Bird, who put up 22 goals in group play. So the Vipers might be my pick. But that's going to do it for our first game. We will take a short break. We'll come back with the semifinal bracket play in the Esports Tower Rumble.
Legendary parts for legendary wins.
Here are a couple lessons I've learned over the years. Friendships come in all shapes and sizes. And always buckle up. Seatbelts save lives. That's a rule we can all live by.
Visit NationalGuard.com to begin your guard adventure.
Welcome back into the Boise State Game Pants Esports Arena. It's the Esports Tower Rumble, getting into our first match of the bracket semifinals. We have Southeast, who we just got a taste of. The Knolls unfortunately lost that game to Silver Creek in group play, but they were able to rally, advance to the bracket, and they're taking on our lone Esports Tower team remaining in the Vipers. Fish and Dirty Bird here to call all of the action. And from what we saw from Southeast, what are you expecting in this game against the Vipers?
I'm expecting cleaner rotations from Southeast, because they most definitely had time to reconcile a little bit between the matches, even if it was just 5 minutes. But I also anticipate them to really be kind of taken aback by the speed that we're going to be seeing coming out from the Vipers. At least from what I saw last week with them, they are, unfortunately, to put it this way, very aggressive, and that is something that I feel like is hard to deal with if you are not used to that pace of a game.
Yeah, I'm really excited to see the Vipers play, as we talked about in our rundown of group play. The Vipers defeating the Wolves. The Wolves had put up just 22 goals, which is absolutely insane in a two-game series. So I cannot wait to see, as you mentioned, the speed. The defensive play is probably going to be very, very hard, which at times felt like Southeast maybe had some troubles cracking Silver Creek defensively. So going to be a very, very tough matchup for the Knolls taking on the Vipers here in our first semifinal. But I'm excited nonetheless because, as you mentioned, you've seen the Vipers team play. It's my first time seeing them. If they're even better than you said they were last week, oh man, watch out. They could probably take this whole thing.
I genuinely think you're in for a treat, because all of these teams across the board showed a level of gameplay that I personally know I could never accomplish, but even for the college scene was a bit like, holy crud, is that really just a high school player?
Some of these players are already insane. As we said, it's the first game of the semifinals in the Esports Tower Rumble. It is a best-of-3 series here between the Southeast Knolls and the Esports Tower Vipers. We'll see if the Vipers can maintain serve as the lone remaining Esports Tower team, or if Southeast can guarantee that it's an all-high school affair as we kick off here. Kick off near the middle. High Rise going to be able to put that one down into the corner, try and set up something, but that's a wide open net. Never mind. Puddles hiding there. Looks like Hydrolum's going to be able to score it anyway.
I need to see the replay of what just occurred because there was a lot of bouncing that happened. Oh, that's... Yikes, you always got to be ready to see that, attacking player just zoom in and knock the ball in. That feels great when you're on defense.
Yeah, that feels absolutely fantastic. Oh, nice demolition. Going to allow Not-Juicy Austin. Got a play here. Can he get the double tap?
Oh, he can! Austin, that was spicy!
That was fantastic.
Seeing your own teammate get demoed and then just being like, no worries, I got you, fam. This goal is mine. And being like, that was for your death.
Right off
Beautiful.
the back spoiler as well. Just absolute perfection coming out from Not Juicy Austin. But now High Rise's turn. Oh, man, it's a double commit, but they make it work for the blue team. High Rise going to try and retreat as it looks like it's Hydrolum's turn to try and put something on net, but it's Looks going to put that goal in. And, man, you're right, the Vipers are incredibly fast.
Sometimes, the best thing you can do, we do it in Overwatch, is to just ram into the enemy as fast as you can to catch them off guard. This is not the pace that the side of Southeast is used to seeing, and they need to be prepared for this. They need to, up their game and up their tempo a bit.
Oh, nice play by High Rise. Just pushes him off, as you mentioned, just run into the other team, and then Look's going to put it in for his second goal in 10 seconds. Just perfect.
Oh, and there was even... That was a strategic double commit on that ball to prevent it from going more in favor of the side of the Viper, of Southeast right there. That was a smart play.
Yeah, that was a really great play. We've seen that meta a little bit where you had the double commit on kickoff. It seems like it sort of died out a little bit, but it can work at times to catch teams off guard. Looks going to be able to play this one around the corner. Can't quite get the pinch as Puddles is going to challenge him. He'll pinch it himself toward midfield. Tries to pass it to Not Juicy Austin. He will miss as well as a member of the orange team.
No.
Not Juicy Austin takes a shot, gets saved. Potato had a chance, but he took too long, and he gets demoed.
We got Looks over here down in the corner getting this ball. However, they did miss that boost. That might be their undoing. We've got a High Rise right here also trying to control the ball, but there's a lot of kind of a crazy sporadic passing happening in the midfield right now as we've got Looks with ball control but on their own side, so they're trying to dribble it up past the goal. We've got High Rise also trying to help out but just missing that. And oh no, that's an open goal opportunity right there, but there isn't enough follow-up, so it goes back to the mid. Looks is still looking at that ball, trying to get it in. We see a minor touch coming from their teammate, but Not Juicy Austin, thanks to a pass, has the ball control now at the midfield, and it could be going either way right now. We've got Unique Potato also trying to corral the ball down, and it's just getting bounced around. Now the pace of the game is being set to be a little bit more equal.
High Rise, nice center, but a kind of a pinball effect there. Still gets saved regardless, but this pressure's still on. Hydrolum's barely able to miss that one. Now High Rise wants to set it up once again. Potato just kind of waiting for the ball. Tries to push it away, but he ends up just doing a great pass to Looks, who's now got a hat trick.
I'm sorry, I'm just taking a moment to look at this pass that occurred right here. High Riser had to have been calling that rotation right there. I wish we had comms, because when you see clean rotations like that, they're ready with the follow-up. That is a sign of true teamwork, as we see this first kickoff not go in favor of either of the teams. So no one was ready for it, but we've got Hydro right here trying to corral the ball down, but it's going to get knocked in by High Riser, and that is another score right there for High Riser. I think that's High Riser's second or third this time around.
I think it's his second goal. You see, it gets a nice ricochet off Not Juicy Austin. Didn't even mean for it to go in. And I think you're right, Nerdy Bird. I think the speed of the Vipers is absolutely insane. This Hydra's going to be able to win that one. Puddle's going to keep it alive, though. He's going to try and pass it over to Not Juicy Austin, but he can't get it high enough. He'll ricochet it off the wall. Potatoes will hit it down. Hydrolumi is there, though, but Not Juicy Austin with a great challenge. Going to try and follow it up. Just pokes it home. High Rise able to make the save. Puddles now with a chance. He'll pass it off the wall to himself. Can't quite get enough rise on that one. And he's going to have to retreat. Potato going backwards. Not Juicy Austin is there. High Rise wants to knock him out of the way, but there's no one in rotation for the Vipers. They're right now with a 5-1 lead. High Rise going to try and pass it back. Going to not be able to find that one. Not Juicy Austin, him battling it out. Nice bump there by High Rise at the last second. Be able to push that one away. Hydrolumi passes it over. Puddle's going to steal that one. High Rise makes a great save. And now Puddle's going to be able to corral this one in the corner. Looks, though, going to be able to dribble this one down. Not Juicy Austin can't make a play on it. Puddles can. Or excuse me, that was Potatoes. It's Puddles who hit it over into the corner. Right now, Southeast has not found a way to be able to alleviate much of this pressure. Despite the scoreboard showing it is the Vipers who have the 5-1 lead in this series right now and look like they're well on their way to picking up a Game 1 win. High Rise now can't quite pinch that one down. Not Juicy Austin, not able to take a shot. Puddles can! Looks makes a save, but it's an oh no. Puddles actually, I think it's an own goal that ends up coming out here. I want to see the replay.
Let's take a very close look here. We've got Puddles right there with the. I think that's an assist on an own goal.
I think that was an assist on an own goal.
That's a little unfortunate, but it does happen. It's okay, Puddles.
Yeah, I mean, this game just moves so quickly. Sometimes you think you're at the right spot, and the ball just somehow ends up where you had no idea it would be. So unfortunately, an own goal there, but Puddles will take it. He'll get credit for the goal, so no problem for him. Potatoes trying to make an impact on the game. Looks going to snipe that one. Puddles makes a huge save. First on offense, then on defense. He's trying to keep Southeast in it.
That is Puddle's 4th save of the game just now. They are always ready to stop that from happening. After the first couple moments of the game, they definitely are realizing how important their defense is right now.
Ooh, not Juicy Austin was trying to cut back in front of the net. He gets demoed. Looks going to try and push it back. It looks like Hydrolumi who's there, but that touch not where he wanted. Minute left, and you have to think that the blue team's starting to run out of time here. Not Juicy Austin and company trying to find a way back in it. Looks going to hit that one just wide. Unique Potato still waiting in front of the net. Not Juicy Austin tries to get it clear just around High Rise. Not Juicy Austin. Boost past the ball. Very unfortunate for him. Puddles, though, gets a nice shot on it, but Hydrolumi's going to push it away.
Not Juicy Austin has been showing a lot of aggression right now. They have a total of 4 shots on goal with only 2 of those ending up in their favor. That happens sometimes, but as I say that, we see one get rolled in, and that is Not Juicy Austin's, I believe, 3rd goal of this game. So nicely done. Way to not give up and be ready for your own follow-up.
I think Potato ended up getting a huge block there on a member of the orange team, so he was able to sort of stop them in their tracks. Sets up a potential comeback here. You got to win the kickoff, though. High Rise hesitated a little bit. Puddles, if he can put this one home quickly, can give Southeast a chance. Not Juicy Austin ripped it on net, but it gets turned away. 10 seconds left. Time running out for the comeback. Puddles' shot declined once again, and I think that'll do it. We have 5-3 victory here as the ball touches the ground.
And we did mention that it was the Vipers who yes, that does occur. So looking at that, Fish, you know that playing as a solo queuer can only take you so far in all of these games, but ultimately you want to increase your chances of success, and you have to level up your team play skills and your own skills, as we just saw in this last play of the East front coming out from the Viper side for looks. Even it's LOOX. I'm going to say it's looks.
Yeah,
they had multiple shots on goal. They had, I think, 4 out of the 5 goals that were scored that round, and you know, that just goes to demonstrate a lot of the amount of time that they put in as the Esports Tower event really takes the time to create teams that are well-matched and well-rounded. And I'd also like to give a shout-out to Coach Jake. And if any of you are watching and you haven't checked out the Esports Tower Club, you should, because it's the fast track to leveling up.
Yeah, I mean, everyone always sort of recommends, hey, just play solo queue. You'll eventually get matched with someone who you're friends with. Yeah, that's definitely not the way you want to do it. You want to join the Esports Tower, find players you actually like and can get along with, because I think you could probably attest to it, Dirty Bird. I could attest to it at a lesser level. You find, every 100 games you get, one person in solo queue. You're like, maybe I'll play with you again. And then that one person, they never log on again. You're like, cool.
I added you, and then you stopped playing for 2 months straight. Thanks for taking up a spot on my friends list. I mean, I always say this to a lot of the Overwatch players. Solo queue mentality versus team playing collegiate mentality are 2 very different things, and you have to learn to distinguish the 2 of them.
Oh, 100%. I mean, we've seen it at times with really talented players. They get on a team, they make that weird solo queue play, and it doesn't always work out for them. We'll see if Southeast has a chance to come back here in this best of 3, or if the Vipers will move on to the finals. Right now, the most pressure we've seen is Southeast in the blue. Definitely had a really, really good end to game 1. Unfortunately, just they could not come back from what at one point was a 5-1 deficit, as Puddles denies that one, has a chance for a follow-up, but High Rise going to pop it up back into the corner. Puddles just waiting there. Not Juicy Austin will spawn off a demo, and High Rise making them pay for just being a little bit too slow.
There was a shot on goal out from Look in the beginning, and then the follow-up right here from High Rise to get the goal off of Puddles is kind of crazy, and I've never thought about using the other player as a means to score a goal.
I think High Rise was just, he saw that they were just kind of hesitating a little bit, waiting to set up something, and he absolutely took advantage. A great play from him. Look's now going to pass it down into the corner. A little bit off center. High Rise is there. Puddles redirects it just enough over to Not Juicy Austin. They'll even get a friendly bounce from Looks as we see Hydro Lumi hanging back defensively. Now it's his turn here. Great pinch off the wall. My goodness, that ball went flying.
That was that was the first clear this series we've seen from Unique Potato. They've been getting shut down a lot, so I'm hoping that they, push a little bit more and are able to get a little bit more of their skill demonstrated in this match, as we do see Hydro corralling this ball over in the corner right now.
Hydro Lumi loses it off the ceiling, though. Just ran out of boost, but he'll steal the full one in the corner away from the blue team. High Rise now going to have it in the corner himself. Can't quite get it around Potato, who makes another great save. Puddles going to recenter it. Doesn't have Not Juicy Austin in pursuit, so he'll challenge, looks for it. Ball gets popped up. Not Juicy Austin and High Rise both going to whiff. Turn for Unique Potato. Centers it well. Can he get the double tap? No. Hydro Lumi with a great clear.
We got Looks looking over at that ball right now, trying to see if Razor will need some help over here. We see Hydro also trying to get this ball in the middle, but we see Look once again kind of just missing that ball a little bit as High Riser and Look double commit on the ball and for attack.
Hydro Lumi, nice challenge there of Not Juicy Austin. Ball still stays near the mid. Takes a weird ricochet off a member of the orange team, but Looks able to make a huge save there. Nice demolition from Hydro Lumi as well. Puddles trying to kick it down, back over to Unique Potato, but it goes the wrong way. Puddles now trying for the pinch. He's got Hydro Lumi challenging. One misses. Can High Rise make a play? The answer is yes, but there's still a chance here for Potato. Boosting it. Oh, just a little bit below that one.
Miscalculation, unfortunately. It does happen. We do see Hydro having an opportunity to get a shot on the goal, but it's just going to go wide into the corner and drop back down in the mid. Almost a dead ball as Puddles is going to miss it as well. There's an open shot on goal, and it goes to Look once again with an assist coming up from one of their teammates, even though it was kind of a send from the other team.
High Rise didn't see if he made contact as the ball's blocking, but I'll give him credit for knocking Unique Potato out of the way. He talked about it. I mean, last week you mentioned earlier there was one through the explosion, which just looks awesome. Didn't get it this time, but always nice when you get that bump out of the goalie. It means you pretty much did more than actually score the goal, but there's no real way to credit you, so good job for High Rise. Looks, tried to prove that it wasn't a fluke. Unfortunately, ends up saving his own shot, except on the wrong net.
Yeah, I'm going to give that shot save, though, to Puddle there because they were putting a lot of pressure up there for Look to make it so it wasn't so easy for them to get that ball in. But the ball goes straight back to Look over here in the corner, but Unique Potato's also going to go zooming in to try and possess that ball, and it's just going to keep bouncing around over here on the side of yellow.
Puddle's going to try and play that one to Potato, but Look's able to clear that one down. Not Juicy Austin over into the corner. Puddles with a great angle. Oh, no, he pursued the ball. Oh, he had a wide open net, but it was a great play. I don't think he thought the ball was going to bounce off.
I don't think they were ready for it. That was their first shot on goal in the whole 4.5 minutes that we've had here, so maybe their brain's just not where it's meant to be as we see it getting knocked down in the midfield. Back over to Look, who's had 2 shots on goal so far, and both of them went in.
Yeah, right now, trying to make a comeback here for Southeast. As we mentioned, the scoreboard a little bit backwards. It's the Vipers who have the 2-0 lead and are up 1 game in the series. Not Juicy Austin and company trying for the comeback. Puddle's shot just goes wide. Looks barely able to clear it down. Unique Potato keeping it alive in the corner. Going to challenge Hydro Lumi, who does just enough. Looks like we had a demolition come off way in the back there, and Hydro Lumi's going to try and dribble it up, but Not Juicy Austin with the great steal.
Hydro Lumi was trying to get that pass over to a friend, but could not manage one of their teammates to be there. We've got Puddles with more of the boost control over here in the corner, and Unique Potato is going to dribble it over Look into the corner, possibly opening up their second opportunity to score a goal here. But it looks like we've got a triple commit coming out from the side of the Vipers in that goal, so I don't know if it's going to be their shot right now.
Had a crazy comeback in game one that fell just short. There's enough time here, but just barely for them to do it again. They're only down 2. High Rise not able to get away. Not Juicy Austin pops it up near midfield, but High Rise gets the follow-up. It's a full retreat, 30 seconds left. Unique Potato barely able to keep it up in the air, trying to set up Not Juicy Austin off the wall. Puddles dribbles it around 1. Fortunately, looks there to make a nice steal.
Both of these teams have had equal shots on goal thus far. It's only 2 of them were successful, so we need to see that number coming up for the side of Southeast.
The Vipers able to pull off the victory there, 2-0 Southeast, but the Noles definitely got better in game 2. So a big shout out to them, but it is the Vipers. They'll represent the Esports Tower, the lone team to make it out of group play for the Esports Tower, and they're going to be in the finals. A very, very, very close match, but you were right, Nerdy. The speed was just crazy intense.
It happens. It's just when you're not ready for it, it catches you off guard and it throws you completely off kilter for the remainder of the session if you can't recenter yourself. And in this situation, it just seems like the Noles weren't capable of doing that.
Yeah, they had a crazy comeback at the end of game 1 that just fell short, and then they just couldn't find much going in game 2. But now we've got our all-high school affair at Silver Creek. It's Antioch on the other side of the bracket. The winner gets a shot at the Vipers in the finals. We already saw what Silver Creek could do in a bonus coverage match against Southeast from group play. We have not seen Antioch so far on the stream, so hopefully they come to play. And I am very excited to see which of these teams advance, because Silver Creek looks very, very strong, Nerdy.
I'm really hoping to see a little bit more aerial play coming out of these teams as we near the end of this bracket for this week, because that is my favorite aspect of Rocket League. It's kind of what brings it to it's not just, remote control cars and a soccer ball. It's the rocket boosted remote control cars and a soccer ball. It makes it a little bit more exciting, and that takes like a level of game physics understanding that I can't comprehend yet myself. And I have kind of been playing Rocket League off and on since it came out my senior year of high school. Yes, I did drop it for like 3 years and only recently repicked it back up, but I still can't figure those out.
Yeah, if it was ground league, I'd be great at it. The rocket portion, the flying, that's where all semblance of hope for me goes right out the window. And I'm like, I'll just stick on the ground. When the ball's in front of me, I'll be able to hit it. But that's going to do it for our first match. We'll take a short break. We'll come back for match number 2. It's an all-high school affair. Who's going to the finals? Find out next.
Legendary parts for legendary wins. Visit NationalGuard.com to begin your guard adventure.
Here are a couple lessons I've learned over the years. Friendships come in all shapes and sizes. And always buckle up. Seatbelts save lives. That's a rule we can all live by.
Hello and welcome back into this Esports Tower Rumble being broadcast from the Boise State Game Pants Esports Arena. Some of the top high school talent in the world taking on some of the elite Esports Tower Rumble teams. We just saw that with the Vipers from the Esports Tower Rumble taking down Southeast High School and advancing on to the finals. But now it's an all high school affair. It's Silver Creek. It's Antioch High. They're going at it for a chance to make the finals. Fish and Nerdy Bird calling all of the action here. We saw a little bit of Silver Creek in a bonus game from their group play win over Southeast. I've not seen Antioch so far, so I'm very excited, Nerdy Bird, to see how these two teams match up, because these are two high school teams. We sort of talked about, maybe the Esports Tower teams individually might be more skilled, but when you're three friends who've been playing together for who knows how long, you sometimes have that communication advantage. As we see here, the breakdown each week in the Esports Tower Rumble, some of the best high school teams join the elite Esports Tower teams in a standalone bracket. They begin with group play, up to 4 groups of 3. They round robin into groups. The top teams advance to the bracket with the semis and the finals, and we're in semi number 2 right around the corner.
Ooh, we're getting to the important portion of the tournament. And I'm totally joking. Every aspect of the tournament's important. All of you go hard 100%, and I understand that.
And I'm a huge fan of these group play tournaments. I think each team was able to play 3 different matches, all of them a best of 3. So, I mean, you're playing somewhere from 6 to 10 matches. So that is just a ton of practice. Even if you didn't advance, you saw there the Vipers and Southeast advancing, taking on Silver Creek and Antioch, who also advanced. The Vipers took down Southeast in a very compelling semifinals. It was close at times. The Vipers, as Nerdy Bird had hinted at, just a bit faster than the Knolls. And now it's time for Silver Creek and Antioch to go at it here, and I'm really curious.
Well, before we continue, I have one comment to make, and I think the Esports Tower, at least their production staff, possibly even the players and coaches, overheard me last week comment on how every single one of their teams was the red something, and it was the Red Wolves, the Red Barracudas, the Red Vipers. And this week, there is no color there, but they changed their color over to green, the exact opposite of red. And so thank you for taking note of my comment and just swapping up the colors, even if it is just, just changing it over to a new primary color. I appreciate it.
Hey, I mean, and as long as they're open for feedback, everyone's here is just trying to get better, Nerdy Birds. The fact that you were able to help them out, I wouldn't know if I call green the opposite of red, but I'm not a color guy. Like, I put 2 clothes on. I don't even know if they match. I'm just like, oh, whatever, looks good to me. So we'll hop right into it. Blue and orange look good to me for multiple reasons, mainly because it's the primary colors in Rocket League between Silver Creek and Antioch right now. As you see Anthony, Dap, and Guap right here. Guap's able to corral this one in the corner. Nice steal away. But Anthony able to make a huge save. He's going to be able to push that one down.
So I do believe that it is Antioch is going to be in the side of orange and Silver Creek is in the side of blue this time. We are correct on that right now? Yes?
No, I think they're flipped.
Okay.
Yeah, Antioch is in the blue and it is Silver Creek in the orange. So we'll just keep an update throughout. His son's able to get a nice push down here. Dop going to retreat, but it's Anthony who makes the save. Oh, he's got an opportunity on an open net. It's going to be a weird angle and it'll bounce back.
Yeah, but you got a follow-up from a teammate. However, another follow-up from another teammate's just not going to be enough. We do see Guap over there in the corner with Anthony also waiting to try and bounce that ball over. There's Guap with the follow-up, and that is going to be the first goal for Silver Creek this round.
Great little goal here. Feels like Silver Creek's always had a bit of the advantage in the early. Great job by Anthony, just barely getting that over little Billy. And it's a great first goal for Silver Creek. Colors are swapped, but the goals are correct. And Silver Creek has a 1-0 lead. Is Hawks going to be able to put it towards net? Got little Billy racing down, but Guap is going to make a great save. Dop's going to use him as a tee to just tee it down. I don't know if that was a great play, but it was enough to get the ball clear.
We've got Hawk waiting over here for the ball as well, trying to get out away from Guap. But Guap's going to pull out a demolition, leaving an open goal for Dabu and the teammates to follow up on that one. And it is going to result in a second goal for Silver Creek right there.
That was just a great follow-up. It all starts with that demo, as you mentioned, Nerdy Bird. Just unfortunately no follow from Anthony, but Dop just puts it home in a wide open net. And it seems like for the most part, teams have learned, take the correct demolitions, not every demolition.
Yeah, it's great to look at, but it's not always great for your game.
Yeah, they're a lot of fun, and you feel a lot of power when you just demolition somebody, but as I mentioned, the respawns in Rocket League, they're just not the same as any other game. There's not as much impact unless you get one on the goalie, as we saw just there, as Dopp's able to waterfall it down. Anthony has an opportunity on the recenter, but a great push away by Sun. Now Sun's going to have it in the corner, plays it around Guap. Dopp's going to have to retreat. Little Billy coming down, but he can't beat Dopp to the ball, and Silver Creek feels a bit faster than Antioch right now in game 1.
Right now, for the side of Silver Creek, they have 7 shots on goal, whereas for the side of Antioch, they only have 1. That does speak a lot to the tempo that they are putting out right now, and it needs to be matched by the side of Antioch.
Silver Creek's getting clear and clear again. As Hawk's going to push it down. Anthony's right there. He'll punch it off the wall. Tries to get the follow-up read or flip. Tried for the flip reset. Didn't find it. Oh, no! Little Billy came crashing in. Sun tries for the double tap as well. That's the closest we've seen Antioch get. They just didn't have the follow-up.
It happens. It's all coming down to your comms and rotations, and we do see that the side of Silver Creek is able to get those rotations in their favor as they are keeping the ball over here down towards the goal in their possession. Though, as we do see Little Billy trying to grab it, but just not quite able to get it.
Sun hit it into the corner. He's going to hit it right back after Dopp tried to clear it. Hawk's going to miss on it. Little Billy will try, but it's going to get stolen away. Now everyone's got to retreat. Guap has Anthony in the corner. It'll miss on that, but take a perfect hop in front of the net. There's just no one there this time for Silver Creek, one of their rare misses, and they'll miss a great opportunity.
I mean, it was a rare miss, but we had Guap center it right up again over to Anthony, who's going to throw it back to him, and that is their 3rd goal for this game, and I do believe that's 8 shots on goal now for this side of Silver Creek.
Yeah, great job by Silver Creek staying with the play. You can see Little Billy and Hawk both kind of playing that bumblebee soccer where they chased the ball and they were totally cut out of position. And a great start here for Silver Creek right now. Proven to be potentially the best high school team of the week right now. We'll see if Antioch's got a comeback in him. So Anthony's going to try and clear it. He won't find it. Hawk can't find it either. Sun tries for it. Little Billy going to clear it down, but there is Dopp. He's going to make a great save.
Dopp has had 2 shots on goal thus far and is showing some great ball possession over here down in the corner, but we also have Guap who's following up but is going to get demoed, so that's going to slow them down a little bit. Oh my gosh, did that result in the goal?
Yeah, nobody there defensively, and here's the thing, it's a double commit, so the demo actually takes everyone out of the play.
Meter your aggression.
Yep.
Was that demolition worth it?
No, I don't think so.
I agree with you on that one.
That ball just slowly rolling in. I mean, you were talking about shots. Guap has 5 shots by himself, which is just crazy. Absolutely insane, and 3 goals. He's got the hat trick.
Yeah, and Anthony has 3 assists for those goals, with Guap just demonstrating how important it is to really be working with your teammates here. It's not just a one-player game, as we got Little Billy doing it the best that they can to try and prevent this ball from going to their side. But Anthony's just going to smack it down over to Guap, and it's going to an open net once again, but he misses the follow-up. However, Anthony's right there ready for it, but Sun's going to try and chase him down and get the ball away.
Dopp tried for the back pass to Guap, but he wasn't in a great position. So now it's Little Billy's turn. He wants to try and get the pass over to Sun. That ball will get knocked away. Just a minute left here. Silver Creek up by 4. So comfortably on their way. We'll see if Antioch can find a goal and maybe get some momentum to carry them into game 3. So it looks like Hawk's going to miss on that one. Guap's going to have a great opportunity. It's an open net. He hesitates just for a moment. He makes sure it goes in, though. Great play by him.
Rotations, you got to make sure you're keeping your mics open and discussing who's going where, and if you haven't played enough together to know where each other are going to be, keep your communication up. You will get better at preventing goals like that from happening.
Antioch just trying to find some semblance of how they can come back in this series. Maybe they can find a weakness in the last 30 seconds of game number 1. Sun with a great opportunity off the upper crossbar. Little Billy tries to roll it home, but it's a great stop by Silver Creek. Anthony now dribbling it down in the corner. He's got Dopp near midfield. The pass goes off. Dopp a little bit behind it. Sun makes a great save. Now it's going to be a retreat, but Guap, perfect rotation. Always there, somebody on defense.
Perfect rotation.
Until I say that.
You cast or curse. It happens to all of us. We've got Sun right here who's able to somehow systematically dribble the ball over Guap, but it ends up in Guap's hands anyway. And Dotman right there also just bouncing the ball away from the side of Antioch to try and run out this timer.
Oh, nice shot.
Oh!
Buzzer beater. That just does nothing but pads some stats, as it was a win either way. But Anthony will take it. His 2nd goal of the series and a great aerial play, stealing it away from his own teammate.
The biggest thing that I am noticing in this match thus far, was the amount of shots taken on goal. And the more shots you take, the more opportunities you have to score, and that's just how these games like this always end up. And also, these games end up in places like this, here on the Boise State Esports Twitch page. So if you want to be seen by college recruits, talk directly to esports industry insiders like pro athletes, talk to team managers or game producers, you should definitely join the Esports Tower Club to get inside access into the industry and insights with our future rumbles, recruiters taking notice of you as well during that time period. It's a great way to score exposure if you're looking to start your path to pro or even land a collegiate scholarship. So sign up.
Your mom and dad will be happy if you get a collegiate scholarship. Let me tell you. Mom and dad will definitely sign off on the, hey, can I stay up 2 hours later? I got to play some Rocket League, if they know that in the end it's going to save them some of that pocket change in their bank account. So could not recommend that more. If you're a high school student, as Nerdy Bird mentioned, join the Esports Tower Club, get all that great information. And connections are important. Even if you don't make it pro, it's always good to have connections in your back pocket because you never know what there can take you. So great things all around. Right now, a couple of high school teams going at it. It feels like Silver Creek's a little bit better. Antioch had some moments. It just feels like, as we talked about, there's some solo queue mentality where sometimes they aren't all communicating and we just see some really bad rotations.
Yeah, you can't take all the responsibility on yourself. You have teammates. You can fall back on them. You're there to support one another, and your goal is to elevate all of your gameplay to the highest possible level, not just your own. So keep that in mind, guys.
Silver Creek looking to advance to the finals against the Vipers. Oh, man, they almost just did it right off the kickoff, but the crossbar had other ideas. Antioch will stay in a 0-0 game for now. Sun going to try and take a shot on net. Guap's going to be able to push that one away. Dopp in the corner, trying to set something up for his teammates. Great pass over. Little Billy reads that one perfectly, though. That's a great intercept.
I'm happy seeing some signs of life coming out from Antioch. I bet they kind of just took that last match as an opportunity to evaluate and assess what they're going to be seeing coming out from Silver Creek, as we do see Anthony trying to control this ball in the air, but they're going to lose it, leaving it to Sun and the rest of Antioch to grab that ball.
Sun waiting for a pass back here, runs right into Anthony, and that stops him from saving the ball near midfield. Hawk's going to miss it as well. Dopp takes full advantage, tries to put it on net. Little Billy making another great save. Guap will elevate, recenters it, but Anthony's not there, holding back in rotation. Now he'll aerial it in. There's an open net we talked about, Nerdy Bird, but luckily Hawk's able to get back in time. There's the demolition from Anthony, but it's not going to do any good as there's no shots coming.
Yeah, but we do see Dopp right here with an opportunity to score, but it's going to be knocked away, and Hawk is going to be able to pick that one up at the midfield, taking it back down. And we see a demolition come out right in front of Hawk, so Sun's going to grab the ball now. It's an open goal opportunity, but it's just knocked away right there by Anthony, and that's the first shot we've seen from Sun thus far.
Sure, Hawk did a barrel roll on that dribble as well. That was a great dribble. I wish it would have resulted in a goal just so we had the highlight, but unfortunately for Antioch, that's not how the series has gone. Anthony's shot, great save. Little Billy's been in perfect position. Oh, the double tap off the crossbar. Sun's got a great opportunity. Anthony's going to keep it alive. He'll recenter it, gets a demolition as well on the retreat, but Hawk should be able to clear this one out. And Antioch's defense has really, really gotten a lot better in that 60-second break.
Little Billy during the first round was kind of out of position, a little too far up at the midfield. Now they have two great saves in their pocket, keeping this a 0-0 game. And Billy is trying to move up to score, but Guap's going to knock the ball away from them. But both teams showing great signs of life and equal aggression happening right now as that demolition comes out, and Dopp is going to get that first goal of the game. However, that was a well-deserved goal. It wasn't like an open net situation right here. He did have follow-up from his teammates. So I feel like we're in for a better matchup this time.
Yeah, Anthony definitely allowed that goal to happen. He got a great knock onto Little Billy, who, as we mentioned, has been the key defender for Antioch. If that doesn't happen, Little Billy probably has another save to his credit. So a great play by Anthony to say, you know what, I can't score, but I can guarantee we do. And Silver Creek's now up 1-0. It's the first half of game number 2, winds to a close. 2 minutes and 30 seconds left. So Anthony's going to have this one in the corner. He'll lose his dribble a little bit, but he's got Dopp and Guap waiting. There's a demolition that comes out. Guap's going to see his opportunity, play it off the corner, gets a demolition as well. The Little Billy there, he is again with a great steal.
That was back-to-back saves coming out from Little Billy. They're doing a fabulous job of maintaining their presence in that goal and not leaving it open. So great correction from the last match as we see Sun dribbling the ball up the side into the corner. Guap is waiting in the goal, though, so I don't know if Little Billy and Sun will have enough power to get it past him as the demolition comes out, and Little Billy tries to smack that ball down at the mid for a goal, but it's just going far to the right.
Anthony in the corner. He's got Dop right behind him. Guap's now going to go racing down on the right side of the map. Dop's going to set it up for him. Here comes Guap, and Sun does just enough this time to push that ball away. Anthony wants to follow up. Great pass over to Dop, just a little bit behind him, though. Silver Creek cannot find the back of the net, but they're still mounting pressures. Anthony, what a goal from the corner. He'll do it himself.
That was Anthony's third shot on goal, and it finally made it in. Taking those extra shots does matter, and keeping up that follow-up, even if you don't feel like the ball is even near the goal, is important, because Anthony definitely kind of just assisted himself there.
Silver Creek, 1 minute and 40 seconds from advancing to the finals of the Esports Tower Rumble, where they'd meet the Vipers. Antioch wants to take us to a game 3. Anthony's going to try and rainbow it down. Dop's shot just goes a bit wide. Guap wants to keep the pressure on. He'll do just that, but there's no follow-up. He can't quite find the angle, and that should allow Sun to clear it away.
Got a lot of fancy footwork coming out from Guap, and he has the powerhouse to follow them up in the form of Anthony, who's going to get a demolition on the goal, allowing Dop to then smack the ball in. That was some metered aggression for sure. That's what I love to see. Nicely done, Anthony, and nicely done, Dop.
Yeah, and unfortunately for little Billy, you can't see the ball through the smoke. He had no idea where the ball was going, so he just kind of had to guess. You feel like a goalie in a shootout. You just can't really do anything but just hope you're right. That time he wasn't, but it was still a great effort. Antioch's defense has been better. The offense still having some issues as Anthony's actually going to run into his own teammate, pass it over to Guap. That ball was wide. Little Billy makes a great save and pinches it off the crossbar. Sun can't quite find it, though. Little Billy tries. He can't find it either, and it's a minute left, and Antioch's going to need to score, and quickly.
We've got Hawk over here waiting to try and get this ball away from Guap, but Guap is kind of taking their time over here trying to set up the perfect shot. It's getting popped high, but we do see Dop coming in for another attempt at the goal. Just not going to be able to control the ball enough, as Anthony is just now demonstrating their dribbling prowess.
Sun trying to play it around Anthony. Anthony reads that one perfectly, knocks it up in the air, but a collision nearly rolls into the net for Silver Creek. The Antioch starting to run out of time here. Down 3-0 on their final life. Guap makes a huge save this time. Sun going to try and keep the pressure up. Little Billy goes up. That shot is wide. Antioch's time looks like it's ticking down to an end.
We're at the 15-second mark, and Antioch's only had 3 shots on the goal thus far. They really need to be taking more opportunities and pushing forward and getting the ball and that side control more in their favor. So we see Anthony trying to get the ball in for one last goal, but I don't think either team's really going to give it up.
See if we get any sort of crazy dribble shenanigans in the final seconds as Silver Creek has officially advanced. They will do it as the ball barely touches the ground, and Silver Creek is the winner of your second semifinal with a 2-0 win over Antioch, and the Raiders will take on the Vipers here in our final. And we've seen both these teams now, Nerdy Bird, so who do you think has the edge heading into the finals, the Viper or the Raiders?
I'm going to give it more in favor of the Vipers for this one, in my opinion. What about you?
Oh, that is really, really tough. I think that it's the Vipers as well. And Nerdy, why don't you tell us how you can end up on a team like the Vipers?
Well, if you want to be seen by some college experts or some, pro league experts, talk directly to the esports industry insiders like pro athletes, team general managers, and game producers. Well, join the Esports Tower Club, where players get insider access to industry insights with our featured rumbles. Recruiters are also taking notice of these teams as well. It's a great way to score exposure if you're looking to start your path to pro or land that collegiate scholarship that your parents are so desperately wanting you to get.
Yeah, I mean, these players are absolutely all insane. The Vipers going to have a very, very tough test here to sort of defend that esports tower against Silver Creek. But if any team can do it, it's definitely the Vipers because they play fast. And I'm really curious. That's the first thing I want to see is Silver Creek feels like they play fast. Does the Vipers make them feel like they're going in slow motion when we get to our final here in a little bit? That's what the first thing I want to watch out for.
They might. However, if Silver Creek kind of gets more control in those kickoff goals and does those double commits that we kind of saw coming out to slow down the other team when they're trying to bounce the ball in their favor, we might see some strategic slowdown happening from Silver in order to control the Vipers more.
This is how we got to our finals in the Esports Tower Rumble. The Vipers taking down the Knolls of Southeast 2-0 in our first semifinal. Silver Creek taking down Antioch 2-0 in our second. And Silver Creek and the Vipers will meet in our finals. It's just moments away, but before we get to that, we're going to take a short break. We'll be back with the Esports Tower Rumble finals right after this.
legendary parts for legendary wins. Visit NationalGuard.com to begin your guard adventure.
Here are a couple lessons I've learned over the years. Friendships come in all shapes and sizes. And always buckle up. Seatbelts save lives. That's a rule we can all live by.
Welcome back to the Esports Tower Rumble. It's time for the finals, broadcasting it from the Boise State Game Pants Esports Arena. We're on to the finals. It's the Esports Tower Vipers taking on the Silver Creek Raiders. Fish and Nerdy Bird here to call of all of the action. Of course, it's a finals, Nerdy Bird, so we move to the best of 5 format. Haven't seen many teams go to a best of 3 for the group play or for the semifinals, so are you expecting a sweep? Or do you think we're going to have a closer series?
I know the caster curse is probably going to get me here. I actually was hoping to see all 5 games, considering that these teams had to, play through a bracket to get here, so they should be pretty, equally matched leading into this. However, as we discussed, the speed that we see coming out from the Vipers might be the undoing for the side of Silver Creek.
Yeah, you've cast this now to like a 3-0, 30-0 goal differential. Like, if it happens, losing team, blame Nerdy Bird. They did it to you.
Yeah, I will fully accept responsibility and say I cast or cursed that one for you. Blame it on me. You can at me on Twitter. I don't mind.
I think you're right. The first 30, 40 seconds of game 1. How quick are the Vipers moving? Do they make Silver Creek always on the back foot? That's going to be what I want to watch out for as we're about ready to hop right into it. As we mentioned how we got here with the Esports Tower Rumble. We take teams every week, put them in group play. Then the top 2 teams from the group advance to the semifinals. We just had that. Then we get to the finals, which is a best of 5. We've seen a ton of great action. We've seen some crazy numbers were put up in group play. Some of those teams didn't even advance, so it's going to be a ton of fun here between the Vipers and Silver Creek. As we mentioned, here's how we got here. Only one Esports Tower team made it to the semifinals. I was not expecting that, but as you pointed out, Nerdy Bird, sometimes that camaraderie, that friendship of playing so often when you get off of high school could really pay off for Silver Creek.
Yeah, and, when you're more comfortable with teammates, it allows the opportunity to facilitate a little bit higher level of gameplay between each other and work with each other more because you are so aware of how your friend plays with you in your team. So it's just something to keep in mind.
Well, before we get into the finals, one last reminder for Doc's Keys. Play fast, Maintain side control, confident callouts, and allay those demos. Watch out for Anthony. He was really, really sneaky. Got a couple of huge demos in Silver Creek's last game that allowed them to win over Antioch. It's all brought to you by the Esports Tower. Score pro advice at esportstower.com. Improve your game sense, improve your team play, improve your performance under pressure. You'll get matched with great players and professional coaches to help you rank up. The Esports Tower Vipers taking on Silver Creek in our finals here. Best of 5. Cannot wait to see who comes out early, who strikes first. And as you mentioned before we went to break, those kickoffs going to be very, very important as we hop right in at a perfect time as High Rise starts it off with a bang.
We're in a little late, so I'm going to see this replay. Obviously, it wasn't a kickoff goal. I was going to claim that it was, but either way, scoring in the first 30 seconds kind of does set your team up to be a little bit faster than the enemy team. So Silver Creek is already on their heels a little bit here and needs to pick up the pace.
Yeah, you can see in that replay, it was a wide open net for High Rise. So definitely feels like the speed of the Vipers might be something to watch out for as Anthony's going to clear that one down, but High Rise waiting there, but the ball bounces over him. Great opportunity for Dap, not able to find it. Guap's going to be able to try and put it on net. Anthony with another opportunity. You can see all the Vipers swarming around the ball, though. Nice little tee up there for Dap. Is Guap's going to elevate for it, but that ball's going to go wide.
The side of Silver Creek is maintaining side control over here on the Vipers well. However, there's going to be a wide clearing shot going over to Anthony and Guap, both having the opportunity to shoot it into the goal, but it's going to go over to the side. No one's going to take that chance as we see Look trying to center that ball up, but no one's there to follow it up with High Riser just missing that ball going over their head.
Dop and Hydra are going to run into each other. High Rise gets a great demolition. It comes at a great time. Is there some mismanagement in front of the net? Oh, I thought he was going to save it, but he can't quite.
That was Anthony's third shot on goal within the first minute of this match, with one of them finally resulting in a goal going over Look's head right there. It looks like Look had a little bit of a moment where their brain might have shut off.
Yeah, they were just sort of standing there. Never want to be doing that. Or I guess idling there would probably be the correct terminology in Rocket League, but Silver Creek takes advantage. Hydra Lumi wants to get one back. Great save by Top, but he's going to get demoed, and Guap will bail him out by clearing the ball away from his net. Huge shot from High Rise. Gets no follow-up, though. Hydra Lumi now with a great attempt, and Guap's able to make the save. And Silver Creek making some great defensive plays so far early on.
We've got Hydra who's going to zoom past the ball, hoping Anthony is able to knock it in a direction they can tip it off over to the side with Look following it up. Look's going to miss that ball, leaving their two teammates double committing, and an open goal almost for Anthony to be able to get this ball in. We see the elevation happening, but it's just not quite in the direction that they need, so Dobbs trying to corral it down, make a centering pass to possibly get it to Look, who is, oh, no, that was Guap running in to follow that one up. That was a beautiful assist from Dobb.
Yeah, great job by him. Bumps away one of the members of the Vipers. Guap finds it in perfect place. You see the double commit was coming on the net, so just once again, patiently waiting in those rotations. It can be really hard sometimes, but that'll definitely go a long way. Silver Creek in the lead. Now it's Anthony's turn to try and cheat up on the kickoff. Can't find anything. Dobbs going to do it, but he'll get run into Lux, who's going to be able to push that one away. And both teams starting to figure each other out here as we enter the second half of game number 1.
Once again, we saw that double commit come out from Silver Creek to slow down the pace of that kickoff in favor of themselves. They are the ones controlling the momentum of this match. As we see Dapu and Guap with the ball over here in the corner, just trying to find a clearing pass to one another, but neither is using a whole lot of their boost right now, just trying to keep the pace of this game a little slower.
Anthony's going to have this one. He's going to pass it over to Dop, but a big miscommunication. Neither of them knew who wanted the ball. That's going to allow this possession to stay alive for the Vipers. High Rise came charging in. Finally, ball gets cleared away, but nearly a disaster for Silver Creek.
We have Dabu with the ball follow-up over here in the corner, and it looks like, oh no, their partner in crime, Guap, is going to be taken out, leaving Anthony and Dabu to attack the goal. Guap having to rotate back towards their defensive goal position, as we see High Rise right here trying to catch up to that ball, but it's a little bit out of their range.
Dop's going to have to retreat. High Rise can't find it. Hydra Lumi's going to miss on it as well. Ball must be coated in something slippery, as nobody really wants to touch it for too long. As Dop's now going to have possession of it, plays it up over Hydro. Oh, what a huge save by High Rise, though, to keep us in a 2-1 game with a minute and a half left. Can he turn it around? He'll lose possession here, and that ball will just go right back to Anthony.
Unfortunately, their teammate could not get the follow-up there. We've got Anthony, though, who's got a clean shot on goal, but it looks like High Rise was able to knock it away, but Guap's there for the follow-up to knock it in. I think this is coming down to the rotations and communication that's coming out from Silver Creek right here.
Yeah, it was a great rotation. The third man there. Now, had that missed, Anthony had committed as well, so the Vipers could have had a cross-map goal. So Silver Creek does have to be careful that if the third man in rotation commits, somebody can retreat back on net, or they're going to allow cross-map goals and allow the Vipers to get back in this one in a hurry. As Dapu's going to try and silence that. High Rise makes a great save. Ball goes over Anthony, but Guap is there to push it away from his own net. Hydro Lumi's waiting in the wings, but unfortunately nothing's going to come up with a follow-up here for Silver Creek.
We did have Dapu running in over there trying to grab the ball, but he was just a little bit late, so he's kind of battling it out right now. We do have Anthony also zooming in and Guap, so that's a triple commit over in the corner, leaving Look with the opportunity to try and corral this ball away from them. We've got High Rise also backing up towards their net, trying to get a clearing goal into the center, but both two players from the side of Silver Creek are waiting in the mid.
Hydro Lumi's going to try and play this one around the corner. 30 seconds left, 2 goals. Not out of the picture yet, but it's got to go quickly. That ball's going to go out the crossbar. Grop nearly ends it. Dop probably does with a great follow-up. He was just cherry-picking right after his first shot, and it works out perfectly.
Yeah, if only offsides were a thing in Rocket League like it was in actual soccer. Actually, that wouldn't even have been an offsides either because the defending players were both closer to the goal in that case, so we can't even really call that cherry-picking.
There was offsides in Rocket League. This would be one of the hardest games to play ever because you would just never know when you can take a shot. 30 seconds left. We'll see if the Vipers can pull something off here, but right now it looks like Silver Creek is by far the better team in game number 1. Great save there by Dop. Guap in the corner right behind him. Dop's able to play it around. He's got Anthony racing down, but Hydra's going to get a demolition. Looks like there was another one right behind him. But just as we talked about, they're just so quick. The respawns don't even really matter. 5 seconds left. Look's not able to find it. Hydro Lumi's not either, and it looks like Silver Creek's going to go up 1-0 here. Dop's just going to make the smart play. He'll back up, and the Raiders off to a fast start here in our Esports Tower Rumble final.
Well, the one thing I would like to point out is that you can take that first match because it is a best of 5, not a best of 3, and use it more as an opportunity to evaluate your opposing teammate. So it's there's a chance that the Vipers were doing that and that we might see more, signs of life coming out during this next match. But Silver Creek was doing a very good job of controlling the momentum and tempo of that first round. So it's gonna be anyone's game as to who scores that first kickoff goal, but it's really going to be a deciding factor in the rhythm and tempo that we'll see for the second match.
Yeah, I think the biggest questions for Silver Creek is can they maintain their aggressiveness? Because we saw a goal go in, I think it was by Dop, or it was Guap who scored it. But there was no one back on defense. If he missed, that's probably a clear, and it goes in the back of the net. So if you're Silver Creek, you do got to be careful because they are letting the Vipers have a chance to get in the game. So they just got to be really careful that they don't full out commit, because if they do miss, as we saw right as we joined, it was a wide open net, so they got to be careful.
You got to take the calculated risks here. So sometimes triple commits are worth it, but there is the risk of leaving an open goal. So it's you got to determine, is it worth it? I mean, when you got a four goal lead, it can be. Yes, go for it. But in other cases, when it's right out in the very beginning, it may not be the best idea to be starting out with those types of plays.
Yeah, as you mentioned, because, sometimes you don't take risks, you'll never score. So is that very calculated, okay, do I go for it? Do we have a backup? Calm's very important. Hey, I'm going in. Somebody's got to retreat very quickly. So going to be interesting to see how the Vipers adjust here, or will Silver Creek put themselves one match away from winning? As Hydro Lumi's going to take a shot. Anthony makes a great save, though, reading that one perfectly. Dop in the corner, able to play it around one, but High Rise is there. Guap's going to challenge him. High Rise's shot gets centered. There's Anthony. Great pass down. This time it's the Vipers who lead a wide open net, but that ball was just wide.
Guap is trying to corral this ball down with a little bit of help from Dapu as well, but Look is going to disrupt that a little bit, as is Hydro, so leaving Guap a little bit in the middle, but he's also still trying to get it away from High Rise here, who's got it down in the corner with a double commit coming out from Silver Creek.
Anthony's going to hit that one towards midfield, wants to get the follow-up, but he just runs out of boost, and so it allows Hydro to push it back into the corner. Guap's able to clear it, but he'll pay for it with his life. It's a nice demolition. Hydro Lumi's going to hit it back. Anthony in perfect position. He'll take a shot on net, going for the double tap. He's got Guap to follow up. The ball goes over his head. Dop is just respawned, but now he's got to make a great save. Plays it away from Looks. Anthony's going to push it back over the pass back, and a demo comes out, and Silver Creek stops that one very well.
That was some incredible passing that just came out from Silver Creek that then led them to this offensive ability right here coming out from Anthony. I do believe we also just heard another demolition possibly come out. We've got Guap flying up to try and grab the ball, with Hydro also waiting over by the net to try and get a save.
Anthony was trying to push Hydro out of the way, can't quite do it. Guap's going to take the follow-up. Great job by Looks, going to be deaden that one into the ground and prevent it from rebounding back as Anthony boosts in the air, then realizes the ball's on the ground. It's a one-on-one. Hydrolumi commits and barely gets a nose on the ball to hit it in the crossbar.
I'm not going to lie, I didn't think he was going to grab that ball, but Hydro managed to do it. However, they just passed it basically right back to Anthony, who boops it over to High Rise right here, who's controlling this ball, albeit a little slow, bouncing it over one of the other players from Silver Creek right here, and the demolition coming out behind them might have given them an opportunity, but it's a reverse sweep coming out from Silver Creek right now on the offensive.
Hydrolumi can't quite play it off the wall correctly, so it's going to go right into the lap of Guap. He's got Anthony to his left. They're going to high up for the ball, and that's going to allow High Rise to clear it all the way down. Dop is waiting, though. Can't quite get it off the wall, though. Opportunity for the Vipers. Hydra's going to pass back to Lux, so put it in the corner, but Anthony is there. Great stop by Lux to give his team a chance, but Dap's going to push it all the way towards midfield. There's another demolition, the most aggressive game we've probably seen by far, Nerdy. Unfortunately, none of these demos have resulted in a goal.
Metered aggression. Balance the demos with what you're doing. They don't serve a purpose if they just, leave someone dead in the water and you yourself. As we do see High Rise right here trying to get a shot, but it's going to get cleared out to the midfield, going over to Hydro, who's just going to clear it back to the mid. But Dafu's got a shot on goal, and Hydro's just not letting up on their defense right here.
Lux has Hydro in the corner. Can't play it around Guap, though. Dop now going to wait and steal it away as an opportunity, but High Rise dunks it over him. But Anthony immediately hits it back, and Silver Creek has a great opportunity as Hydrolumi pushes it over his net. Guap's going to recenter it. Doss comes charging in. Doesn't get the angle, and a nice steal by High Rise. Now the offensive is on for the Vipers. Anthony barely gets it away. Hydrolumi with an opportunity. Can he double tap it in? No, High Rise can't find it either. And Silver Creek's defensive effort has been outstanding in this game.
That was 3 consecutive shots on goal coming out from the Vipers right now. That is more signs of life than we saw previously. Let us see a little bit more. We're almost to the 1 minute mark here with no goals scored, and that is huge for both these teams.
Feels like Silver Creek is oh so close as Anthony's shot just goes wide. Guap keeps it alive. Anthony tries to play it off the wall, overdrives it, and looks able to clear it around him. Dop now with a great opportunity. There's those demos and the goal we were talking about. But a great play by Hydro to save that one. He'll bounce it off of Dop and all the way down to the Silver Creek corner.
Yeah, but you have Guap waiting down there in the corner with Anthony for the follow-up as well, so they were able to rotate cleanly and get the ball back onto the side of on the side of the Vipers right here, but it's just getting bounced around. The speed's getting increased. There's more demolitions coming out, and High Rise cannot seem to get control of that ball.
Hydrolumi tries to set up Looks. They actually run into each other, and the Vipers cannot get out of their own ways. That was a great opportunity. Huge demolition goes into the corner. We're going to see High Rise respawn now, but it's too late. And Anthony puts in what could be the game-winning goal with 34 seconds left.
I do believe that was Anthony's 4th shot on goal right there. They have definitely been a powerhouse for their team and demonstrating their prowess with how much aerial play they've been showing us this afternoon.
And we talk about that metered aggression, that demolition slowing down the Vipers. High Rise didn't spawn till the ball went in the back of the net. And now we'll see if Silver Creek can defend for the next 30 seconds and put themselves on match point. High Rise has a great opportunity, though. Gonna knock it home, but he hit it at the wrong angle. He tried to bounce it in. The crossbar made the save. Hydrolumi goes for the follow-up, and the Vipers, unfortunately, have been their own worst enemy at times.
It comes down to making sure that you're ready for that follow-up. You can't just have your teammates dead in the water trying to get demolitions, as we do see Look over here trying to get another shot on goal to bring up their little score victory up by 1 more goal to get it to 2. Hydro is going to try and stop that from happening, though, and I do believe that that is going to be the end of match 2.
I think Dop actually kind of lucked out he didn't hit that ball because it allowed the match to end. Who knows what could happen if he kept it alive. But Silver Creek's going to go up 2-0 in our Esports Tower Rumble final over the Vipers. That game 2, though, much closer than game 1, Nerdy. It feels like everybody's learned their lesson. So now the question is, who do you like going into game 3?
I am kind of leaning more and more towards the side of Silver Creek just because of how much they are controlling the game itself. Yes, that was a low goal-scoring game, but they definitely were slowing down the Vipers to a pace that they were uncomfortable with, and you could see them making more mistakes than we previously saw.
Yeah, the Vipers had a couple of times that players double-committed. We saw High Rise had a great chance and unfortunately tried to just sort of bounce the ball as in just taking a clean shot. So, yeah, I think the Vipers definitely have gotten in their own heads a little bit. Silver Creek has played really really, really well. I do think, though, a lot of it's coming through Anthony, so maybe you find a way to demo him. We always talk about the sweep the leg. You kind of get in his head a little bit. That might be how you slow down Silver Creek. It feels like he's kind of their do-it-all kind of player.
I don't think it's a matter of slowing down Silver Creek here. They are the ones that are slowing down the Vipers. It's the Vipers need to, unfortunately, up their aggression level a little bit and be the ones taking control of the cadence of the match, which they kind of just let Silver Creek take the reins during that last one.
Yeah, and it's also in Doc's keys with laying those demos. We heard a ton of explosions going off, sometimes in front of us, sometimes off screen. Felt like a majority of the time it was Silver Creek getting those demolitions. So if you're the Vipers, you got to make sure you try and dodge those demolitions as often as possible. Go to game 3. Silver Creek has a chance to claim the title. Vipers just trying to stay alive as Hydro Lumi's going to pass it right over to Anthony, and that's not a great way to start an open net for Silver Creek.
It's okay. That was just the first couple of moments. These have been low goal scoring games. You can get it back, Vipers. More than capable of doing so. Take a breather, take a reset. I know it's only like 5 seconds between each of the goals, but you can do it.
And once again, Anthony proving to be one of the strongest players on Silver Creek. Couldn't do it all alone, but it definitely feels like the team runs through him as Dop and Guap going to double commit there. High rise near midfield, plays it around 1, tries to play it to himself, but Anthony does enough to get it away from him. And Dop's going to clear it down. Looks going the wrong way, but he will correct.
We've got Anthony trying to rise into the air to get that ball, but Look's going to manage to knock it away as High Rise gets the assist, tying our game. That was a beautiful pass happening right there from the side of the Vipers. Glad to see both teams still showing signs of life, have made minor adjustments. The Vipers Silver Creek's changed their strategy a little bit here at kickoff, if you've noticed.
Yeah, it looks like they have changed it just a little bit as Anthony tries to clear that one away. The Vipers also feel like they have tried to speed this game up just a tad. As we see Look's going to try and take a shot on net. He's got Hydro, but a huge save from Anthony. Barely keeps that ball out of the net. Looks wants to follow it up, trying to set up a play once again. It forces a double commit out from Silver Creek. Now here comes High Rise. He'll miss on the ball, unfortunately, but that once again was a great opportunity for the Vipers, and this feels like a different team.
It feels like one, but we're still seeing Anthony being a powerhouse for the side of Silver Creek, almost getting that double tap into the goal, forcing a triple commit from the side of the Vipers right now.
I'd given up. I thought Anthony had scored. It was a great save by the Vipers, and now Looks with a great opportunity. Upper corner, but it just hits off the crossbar. He got the demo, but Dop was able to push that one away. It is so hard to defend those upper corner shots. The crossbar does just enough to keep us in a tie game. Hydro Lumi going to clear it around in front of the net, and the Vipers feel like the aggressors now. Nice pinch from Anthony, but High Rise is going to keep it on the side of Silver Creek. Now going to clear it by the net, but it's just going to go right over the top.
We're seeing Look also jumping in, trying to grab that ball away. The Vipers are triple committing, though, onto the side of Silver Creek, and they need to be careful while they're doing it. They're leaving an open goal as we see a shot coming out right here, but it's just going to go wide a little bit as Guap's picking it up. Look's going to bounce it off, and the follow-up from their teammates is going to clear it to the mid.
Ton of great saves by the Vipers right there. Feels like they're triple committing around Anthony to try and slow him down, daring Dap and Guap to make huge plays offensively, and right now it hasn't worked. Anthony's going to clear it down. Looks will clear it right back. He's got High Rise. Guap barely touches it out of the way. Dop's going to be able to push it down. Hydro Lumi's going to be able to retreat, and the Vipers should be able to set up here for a great attack.
We've got Guap over here in the corner trying to get this ball away from Hydro and Looks, but we've got Anthony also with the pass over, but it's not going to get cleared to anyone on his team, leaving Guap to go back to the side of blue and try to yoink it back over to the yellow side.
Looks has an opportunity here. He'll hit it in the corner. Going to try and play it to himself. Dop does just enough to push it away. Anthony will clear it down. Hydro Lumi can't stop it. And then he recenters it for Anthony. That's just unfortunate. Hydro Lumi put it in the worst possible spot, which is right in front of Anthony.
Rotations this entire map. Well, this entire matchup have been incredible. They are having at least 5 shots on goal per game. Right now, they're already at that 4 mark.
Looks going to take a cheeky little shot on the kickoff. Nearly goes in. Dop's forced to make a huge save. Plays it around a couple. Now just him versus Looks. Anthony's going to bully him off the net, but he can't find it. Can hit off the wall. Guap's going to take one last chance here. Plays it around 1, but a great job by High Rise to just clear that one out, and Anthony's going to retreat smartly.
But Anthony's going to try and get that ball into a goal-scoring position. It's going to get cleared out, however, by the side of the Vipers back to the midfield. Anthony's still waiting there with Guap on the follow-up. They pass between each other, but now we're seeing a border triple
no.
commit and a demolition come out, and Guap has now scored their first goal of this matchup.
I think that demolition probably, yeah.
Oh no.
High Rise went for the demo and his momentum carried him into Guap. So he basically forced Guap to take a shot, and the problem was his team wasn't ready. So that's just very unfortunate. It gives Silver Creek the 3-1 lead. The Vipers once again finding themselves in a very, very dire situation. 2 goals in a minute 30 though, not the worst, as Hydro Lumi's going to try and play it down around into the corner. Dop is there, he'll push it away from him, looks going to challenge, but a great double commit, going to push it over. Anthony can't quite get over High Rise, and the Vipers can set up here.
We've got High Rise trying to get this ball away from the other team, but with Hydro's help, however, it's getting centered over into the front of their goal with both Anthony and Guap right there trying to also get it away from the side of the Vipers. They're not letting up this side control right now.
Ooh, Guap goes flying past. Looks and High Rise going to run into each other. That is unfortunate. And Dop's going to score, as that's just, you never want to see 2 players basically blocking each other out.
It's the comms. They're so important, even in a game like Rocket League. Even if it's not the level of Overwatch comms, they're still important.
Now, I wonder how that would be ruled, because I know if you lock with teams on the opposite side, it's called a Rule 1, and I've been told by Waiton that if you do that, you're cursed by the Rocket League gods. Is it a Rule 1 if they're on the same team, though?
I don't think it's a Rule 1 if they're on the same team.
And now I need to know, because as soon as they broke, the ball got scored. So, I mean, I'd believe it if I was told, but I don't know if it's a Rule 1 if they're on the same team. Guap makes a huge save. The Vipers are pressing as hard as they can. Unfortunately, they waited a little too long to really turn it on offensively. 30 seconds left. We've seen teams score 3 goals in about 30 seconds, so it's possible. Unfortunately, oh my gosh, Dop makes a huge save. It's just a blip in the game, but that stopped the Vipers' probable chance of comeback.
Yeah, and we're seeing a lot of the aggression coming out right now from the Vipers, just trying to put their pace above that of Silver Creek, but it's not enough this late into the gameplay, I think.
Time will tick down. Silver Creek has to be extremely happy with their efforts here. They are the 3-0 winners of the Esports Tower Rumble Final, so huge congratulations to them. And that was just a really, really well-played game by the Raiders, because that is absolutely incredible. But still, the Vipers were a very, very strong team, Nerdy, and potentially you could be on that Vipers team.
Yes, and honestly, even though they didn't come out on top, they demonstrated that there was a lot of prowess coming out from their side. I'm specifically going to be talking about Look right here. They had a lot of great saves during the early matches, as well as some great aggression and demolitions, and I know that their coach Jake is going to just love reviewing that with them in their VOD reviews, and that's always a great way to learn and improve your gameplay. It's something that you yourself can even do on your own, but if you would like the assistance of a coach or friends, look into Esports Tower. There's a lot of support in that community for you.
Yeah, I would think if the Vipers continue playing together, they definitely could challenge. I think the one thing that probably Silver Creek has the advantage of, and we talked about it in the open, is just the fact that, you know, these teams, for Silver Creek, there's a good chance they go to class for 8 hours a day. They only talk about Rocket League in those classes when the teacher's not teaching. They go home and they immediately fire up the Xbox, PlayStation, PC, whatever their preferred platform is, and they immediately hop into the game. So that camaraderie always helps. I'm sure the Vipers, you know, with a little bit more of that VOD review, a little bit of just more practice we talked about, looks like 2 times a week for the Esports Tower Rumble players, they'll get better. But a huge congratulations to Silver Creek. They were really unstoppable. Got some help from the Vipers in game 3. There's a couple of own goals, but still a really, really well-played finals.
I really enjoyed watching Silver Creek kind of calculatingly do double commits on the ball at kickoff to slow down the pace of the Vipers, because as we established, that was kind of their win condition, was how quickly they were able to maintain possession of that ball and just kind of elevate the acceleration experience for the other team. And so Silver Creek was like, no, we're just not going to let you do that. And they shut that down. That is, you know, something that is a higher level of scouting and kind of strategic play that you get out of playing with a team.
Well, that is our Esports Tower Rumble for the week. Do you know who the player of the week is? Can you predict the top 5 plays? Stick around and see if you're correct.
Here are a couple lessons I've learned over the years. Friendships come in all shapes and sizes. And always buckle up. Seatbelts save lives. That's a rule we can all live by.
Legendary parts for legendary wins. Visit NationalGuard.com to begin your guard adventure.
Welcome back into the Boise State Game Pants Esports Arena, wrapping up our Esports Tower Rumble. Huge congratulations once again to Silver Creek with a 3-0 victory in the finals over the Esports Tower Vipers. The Silver Creek Raiders playing absolutely out of their mind. Nerdy, going to be time for our player of the game very, very soon, or player of the week, I should say. What do you think it's going to be?
I think it's going to be Anthony, just because of how much the Vipers actually had to put into shutting Anthony down during these last couple of rounds. They realized how much of a powerhouse they were, and they were just like a triple threat for the side of Silver Creek.
Yeah, it felt like there were times, probably about the first 2 or 3 minutes of Game 3, where the Vipers' plan was just triple team Anthony and see if the rest of his teammates can do anything. And most of the time, Guap and Dob, I mean, no offense to them, they just couldn't. They could not score. Anthony had to score a couple of times. Unfortunately, the Vipers set him up on one. Another time, High Rise kind of forced Guap to score a goal that I don't know if he really was planning on scoring. So, unfortunately, the Vipers' plan did not quite work out. But, yeah, I agree with you. Anthony really felt like the words escaping, like the spark plug, if you will. No pun even intended. The spark plug of Silver Creek. He was the do-it-all kind of guy.
Yeah, but, we do got to give a little nod to the Vipers, too. They did ultimately have that 22-score lead game. So just do your VOD review and come back next week even stronger, my friends.
Yeah, absolutely crazy some of the group play games we heard as we get into our ICCU player of the game. And it is going to be Anthony. Of course, he was crazy. I mean, you and I...
Look at those stats. That's 5 shots. I think that's 5 or 6 shots on goal right there. That's just insane from one player.
Yeah, absolutely crazy. I mean, he had 3 shots in like a minute. Absolutely insane. I mean, you and I were talking during the break. It felt like at times I was watching Cosmo Buster and not Anthony.
And take that as a huge compliment, because Cosmo Buster is one of our beloved players that we've had in our program since the inception of our Rocket League team. And to see that level of gameplay coming out from a high school player is incredible. And I really hope you're looking at Boise State.
Yeah, because, I mean, he defensively would make great plays. Offensively, he'd make great plays. He set up his teammates as well. I mean, look how many medals the man has. It's just absolutely crazy. Player of the week, brought to you by Idaho Central Credit Union, who believes a great player makes a team more successful. It's like Idaho Central's helping members achieve financial success. Anthony is the Idaho Central Credit Union Player of the Week for the Esports Tower Rumbles. We take a look at some of these highlights. I mean, it felt like every game he had the most medals on his team. He was consistently wherever they needed him to be, and he was absolutely fantastic in the 2 matches we actually saw.
Being a triple threat type of player who can make shots, line up shots, and also communicate with your teammates to give them the ability to score is a huge skill to have in Rocket League.
Yeah, I mean, this right here, I mean, he outplays 2 members, really 3 members.
There was a barrel roll goal right there from Anthony.
It's insane.
That was That was fancy and spicy. I love it.
Yeah, he was absolutely a huge reason why Silver Creek was able to pull off the victory here. So a huge congratulations to him. Absolutely insane. I mean, Guap and Dop, no offense at all. He could, as much as he tried at times, there's no way he could 1v3 the Vipers. So they deserve some as well, but Anthony definitely was our player of the week. So prepare to close out this match. Any final thoughts in what you saw? Did you get some improvement you were looking for from the Esports Tower teams? And what are we expecting for next week?
I did see some improvement. I would definitely, once again, I'm going to say this, controlling your demolitions and taking them at opportunities at which it will actually benefit your team and not just reset one person on the defensive side because you do drop them kind of right in front of the goal you're attacking on needs to be controlled from all of the teams that we've seen come out thus far. And I hope by next week some of the Esports Tower players recognize that and start using the demolitions more as tools to facilitate a goal-scoring opportunity rather than just a means of blowing through someone.
Well, we're going to close out with our top 5. It's presented by the Idaho Army National Guard, who invites you to take your impressive critical thinking skills into real time with more than 10 jobs offering a $20,000 bonus and your degree of choice paid for. The Idaho Army National Guard is the best team out there. Reach out on Twitch at iGuard Gaming. Top 5 plays, but don't go anywhere. Boise State continuing on strong. We've got Madden and Call of Duty coming up later tonight for the Broncos. So go grab a drink, watch these top 5 plays, and be back in just 10 minutes. On Silver Creek in our finals here. Best of 5. Cannot wait to see who.
My heart was stopping as all 3 of the blue side was stalling out inside their own goal. That is when you need to use that boost. Oh no, is that a kickoff goal?
That was just a clean kick. Nobody challenged. Thanks, love that. Little Billy racing down, but Guap going to make a great save. Dop's going to use him as a tee to just tee it down. I don't know if that was a great play, but it was enough to get the ball clear.
We've got Hawk waiting over here for the ball as well, trying to get out away from Guap. But Guap's going to pull out a demolition, leaving an open goal for Dabu and the teammates to follow up on that one. And it is going to result in a second goal for Silver Creek right there.
That was just a corner. Going to try and play it to himself. Dop does just enough to push it away. Anthony will clear it down. Hydrolumi can't stop it. And then he recenters it for Anthony. That's just unfortunate. Hydrolumi put it in the worst possible spot, which is right in front of Anthony.
Anthony's rotations, this entire map, happening, but it's just not quite in the direction that they need. So Dobbs trying to corral it down, make a centering pass to possibly get it to Look, who is, oh, no, that was Guap running in to follow that one up. That was a beautiful assist from Dobb.
Yeah, great job by him. Bumps away one of the members of the Vipers. Guap finds it in perfect place. You see the double commit was coming on the net, so just away. Anthony wants to follow up. Great pass over to Dom, just a little bit behind him though. Silver Creek cannot find the back of the net, but they're still mounting pressures. Anthony, what a goal from the corner. He'll do it himself.
That was Anthony's 3rd shot on goal, and it finally made it in. Taking those extra shots does matter, and keeping up that follow-up, even if you don't feel like the ball
my bottle heading uptown. Ooh, long way home, the back roads. No hands on the handle, blew the red light like a candle. The wind undid my hair like it knew you weren't there. Boys like you never play fair. Don't play fair. I'm on a midnight bike ride, past orders 2 a.m. Left you behind. How could you think we could just be friends again? I'm on a midnight bike ride, past orders 2 a.m. Left you behind. Now that you know things can never be the same. City has no secrets. I know all the shortcuts. Now I'm lost looking for your touch. Used to be your night shift. Can't work out, I might just lie down here until the sun lifts. Found an empty street, sing myself a melody about how it used to be. Wind undid my hair like it knew you weren't there. Boys like you never play fair. I'm on a midnight bike ride, past orders 2 a.m. Left you behind. How could you think we could just be friends again? I'm on a midnight bike ride, past orders 2 a.m. Left you behind. Now that you know things can never be the same. I'm gone. Lights up my sundress, reminds me to forget. The moon lights up my sundress, shows what lies ahead. I'm on a midnight bike ride, past orders 2 a.m. Left you behind. How could you think we could just be friends again? I'm on a midnight bike ride, past orders 2 a.m. Left you behind. Now that you know things can never be the same. I'm on a midnight bike ride, past orders 2 a.m. Left you behind. How could you think we could just be friends again? I'm on a midnight bike ride, past orders 2 a.m. Left you behind. Now that you know things can never be the same. Lights up my sundress, reminds me to forget. Lights up my sundress, shows what lies ahead.
Hello and welcome into the Boise State Game Pants Esports Arena. We're here for another week of Madden 21 in NACE. Some of the top varsity college players and programs going at it. Boise State's own Wasey Williams been holding it down so far. Even if it takes him multiple overtimes, multiple rule checks and regulations, he has got it done so far. I am Michael Fisher, joined by Neil Wiley, Neil Chosen Wiley, and Chosen. We're going to hop right into the game, and I don't want to tell you I told you so, but in the break I said it was going to be Packers-Bucks.
You were right. You were right. Everybody's riding high on the Buccaneers right now. Everybody thinks that defense is going to be elite in the game. We will see what this guy is about. Are you excited?
I'm excited. I will give you credit. You were right. You said that you thought Wasey was going to go with the Packers. That's exactly what he did.
Thank you. Thank you. I can see it in the future.
So, just so everyone's on the same page, it is a best of 3, which is kind of weird in Madden. You're usually like, one game series. It's a best of 3, so we'll see multiple times. Be curious to see if anyone changes teams. And right now, Leonard Fournette's going to run into his own lineman. Otherwise, that was a first down.
My man got rocked, but I like the best of 3. I mean, they always say, like, it really takes a lot of work to beat somebody in practice. You know what I'm saying? Once you see somebody multiple times, you know their tendencies, and you can still beat them after that. And we see the true best.
Yeah, usually the best player, best team wins in best of 3s from those one-off games, NCAA tournament, NFL playoffs. Who knows what can happen? Maybe you could be number 12 in the white here and accidentally luck out a win in the Superdome. But, unfortunately, it's not the gold and silver on the other side for Tom Brady. Oh, man. Ronald Jones Jr. Or the third, Junior, the second.
Sheesh. I don't know if that's too accurate, though. I mean, I feel like the Packers are only good at run defense. That is actually their thing. And wide.
And the Buccaneers are awful at running the football. So, we're just coming out breaking all the trends right now.
Sheesh, man. I mean, that was just wide. Did you see that hole?
It was huge.
Gosh, Leash, I could fit anything in there.
I think you and I could have put ourselves in the game, being accurate about our ratings, and we could have got a first down.
Oh, easy.
With like 35 speed, we could have just got the first down.
Well, I'm at least a little bit. I feel like I'm a little athletic.
50?
Yeah, give me a 50.
I'll give you a 50.
Give me a 50.
I'll give myself a 35.
Okay, I'll take that. I rock with that. I mean, I'm just very excited for this matchup. We're going to see the GOAT Aaron Rodgers versus the real GOAT Tom Brady.
No, Tom Brady currently is just handing the ball off.
Dang, this is what the Buccaneers play like in real life. I mean, they hand the ball off. They tell Tom don't do too much because he's a little bit older.
Yeah,
you got to throw the ball, but he's a leader among men. Gets the job done. But I'm curious. Look at the way he switched plays so fast. I can't keep up, honestly.
I'm blown away that you picked the Buccaneers for their running game. I mean, they I think set a record this year in the NFL running the ball 4 times in a game. They already surpassed that. Finally, nice stop there from the Packers. 3rd and 4. Do you think he runs again? He's got some pretty big holes every time except that run.
I mean, he's addicted to running at this point. He might be an addict. But, I mean,
play action at any of those guys, though.
If it's not broke, don't fix it. But let's see what he's about. I mean, Tom Brady's known for his trickery.
Oh! Nice blitz.
That's how you hit a 43-year-old old man. He got back up. Fake. Brady would be on there for at least another 5 minutes.
No, Brady would have been looking for the nearest ref, complaining that it was roughing the passer, hands on his head.
Oh, facts. Probably would have sued him after the game.
Yeah, I mean, you're not allowed to touch Tom Brady. Go for it here if you're the Eastern player.
What I was taught from my dad when I was younger. You got to risk it for the biscuit in whatever you do. Whether it's going for the ladies, video games, the win, for the job. You know what I'm saying?
Pass or run, though.
Got to pass.
Oh, I agree.
Look at Brady.
No way Antonio Brown's breaking a tackle.
Oh, wow.
He's like 180 pounds.
Wow.
After he's, jumps in the ocean down there in Tampa.
That's one of those throw the controller at the TV plays, man. Wow. I mean, he sent him back 20 yards. First off, I hate that in match. The wide receiver runs back.
They don't give you forward progress. If he got the stop there, he probably would have held him.
Oh, easily.
But so far, it's a good drive for the Eastern player, taking on Boise State and Wasey, who, to our knowledge, undefeated right now in the NACE. Oh, nice blitz. Oh! I thought he went from choking it to nearly making up for it.
Man, Wasey is always locked in. We just got to give him time. After seeing last match, I really got to give him time. I got to see him really in the second game. The second game is going to tell me everything about Wasey. So once Wasey figures you out, it's over. Undefeated champion.
He's already figured him out. He's blitzing right up the center where those huge holes were.
Oh, you were right. You were right. Trying to get that old man. That old man cannot move like that. That's an old man. He got a cane in the locker room. Ooh,
nice play. And Brady's not going to move as fast as Aaron Rodgers. We saw last time with our Packers versus Packers, it was just roll out with Aaron Rodgers, stand there forever. Brady's not going to do that too well.
Oh, facts. I mean, 13 minutes later, he's still trying to get to the sideline, and it's not going to work. So,
3rd and 10. Feels like Wasey's figured him out. See if he blitzes under center again.
looking at 3rd and 10.
Da-da, da-da, da-da.
This feels like it's like a sneaky run play. Oh, no.
Got him. Oh, he's back. He's got everything locked down. Oh. Oh, yeah. Locked up. They won't let him out. Oh. All his wide receivers are locked up doing 5 to 10. Can't get out. Won't be getting out.
Maybe they should. Oh, he's going for the field goal. Wow.
Weak sauce.
I thought he was. I mean, it is 4th and 10, and he has done nothing
weak
after
sauce.
those first 3 plays.
What would you do? Would you be kicking a field goal right here?
Yeah, especially if Wasey's defense has clearly figured out exactly what I want to do. You take the points.
Did you hear?
Or you shank it.
Hey, man. That's when you tell the kicker, go home, man.
Never kicking again.
Don't stop at go, man. Don't collect $200. Just go home.
I mean, Buccaneers kicking is a giant joke, so at least he's accurately portraying it.
Very realistic. Wow. I mean, are you throwing the controller at the TV, out the window? What are you doing?
No, it's your own fault for missing a kick. You control the meter. There's no fault of the kicker there. That is 100% personal responsibility.
I mean, we're all about accountability for the.
Oh, he benched the kicker?
Oh, I thought he quit. I thought he quit already. I was like, man, that kicker's thinking about life. I mean, you support a family. You go out there perform like that.
Is this a shot play from Wasey?
Let's
Doesn't
see.
look like it, but he's got. I mean, Adams on the option route there. Oh, he beat him. He beat it. Oh, man.
Oh, what a great pass. Oh, caught him in stride. Oh, all he did was tickle his ankles. Come on, man.
The no huddle. I don't think we've seen this from Wasey.
Oh, he's locked in. He knows he's better.
Wait, where's our man at? Who are we looking for? Number 85. There it is, Tanya.
Tanya the GOAT. Oh, my gosh.
Clearly the Super Bowl update has not gone in for the Buccaneers defense because they are wide open.
Oh, yeah, no. They got all the time in the world. They're open. Clear space. I mean, man, I don't know. I could do a conga line down there, how open they are. Ooh.
This is what we expected to happen in the Super Bowl. Did he just put who is out on the side there? That is not Devonta Adams. It's crazy the number of customizations that Wasey
I'm calling
makes.
it right now. This is a score. Like I said, man, I can see in the future. I told you.
You can't. I mean, this is why I kicked the field goal if I was the Eastern University player, because Wasey's not going to go easy on you.
I mean, he kicked it and missed, so I mean, I feel like.
Yeah, but I mean, if he just got stopped? I mean, then he doesn't get anything.
Hey.
But I mean, after Wasey kind of figured out he's going to run right down the middle, I don't have a lot of confidence right now in the Eastern player unless he changes up his offense.
I mean, you got to believe. You got to have faith. Not me, though, because I'm not rooting for him. But, you know,
hey, I don't know.
Somebody hopefully believes in him.
Oh.
That's how you hit, though. Golly, was that Gronk?
I think that was Cameron Brate.
Oh, okay.
Because the Buccaneers somehow have like 6 talented tight ends, and Bruce Arians refuses to play any of them.
That makes sense.
Like, whatever happened to the kid from Alabama?
O.J. Howard, he stays getting injured. Great tight end.
Great tight end. I don't even know if he caught a pass this year.
Oh, he's always injured. He was injured this year. Oh, wow. Look at Leonard Fournette breaking tackles. He did that in the Super Bowl, ladies and gentlemen. It's a big guy. Prison buff. I'm not hitting him.
So next year, Madden 22, we know Adrian Peterson's probably going to be on the Buccaneers, right? He already said he wants to go chase a ring. Any other former superstars you think we might see on this loaded Buccaneers team next year?
J.J. Watt is a huge option.
That's true.
J.J. Watt is. I'm scared. If he goes there, because they're going to lose Shaq Barrett to the free agency. But if J.J. Watt, pick, baby, pick, baby. Pick. What? Come on, man. What did I tell you? Wasey?
He's figured him out already.
Already. That was fast.
Like, you're like, I want to wait for game 2. Wasey's already figured him out. That was also an awful throw by Brady.
Hey, man, they call Wasey the Minuteman. You know how you get down. He figures everything out.
Is he going
easy
for the shot here?
So after the INT,
oh, man, they are so open. Adams in the corner. He doesn't draw. That's actually Scantling. Doesn't matter.
Oh, he caught that. He did that. Michael Jackson. The toe tap. Look at him. Ooh, shake and bake, baby. So we saying the score right here. What are you feeling?
I think he's going to stop him here and he'll score on second down.
I'm feeling the touchdown right here. I'm feeling a tub of rubber dub.
He can run that right up the middle, by the way. That is a huge hole. Oh,
excuse me.
Thought he could get it.
You know, kids, I was wrong, but It's about the shots you do take, even if you miss. Oh, let's see. Pistol. Ooh. What do you think? You think a run or a pass?
Oh, probably run.
Run?
Wasey loves the runs down here. He has the fullback in quotes. It's really just the backup running back, which everybody does it.
You see the way that guy got hit? Oh, man, you got to fight me after the game, man. I got my kids watching. You can't throw me to the ground like that. Ooh, we got to go run to the right, to the left, up the middle. You said you love pitches in this.
I love halfback pitch. Absolutely great. All that for nothing. Yeah, I think he lost a yard for all those sick jukes.
That was amazing. Okay, so is this 4-down territory for you?
No.
Really? I would.
So you get the ball back at the end of the first half if you're Wasey. You've already proven you can shut down your opponent. No reason to let him back in the game. No reason. You may hate field goals, but they're worth points. 10-0 feels better than 7-0 after a pick.
See, I like the knockout. You know what I'm saying? I'm like,
I mean, yeah, I think if he scores here, it could be, you know, the route is on.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like Mike Tyson. I just want to get one hit a quitter. We ain't getting back up. Let's see what he does. Oh, he got a pass play.
Keep on Austin on the outside, maybe. No. Oh. I think Adams would have got down in real life, but we'll say he was out of bounds.
That wasn't in?
No, he was out of bounds apparently.
Oh, wow. That was a great defensive stop, I'm not going to lie. That actually reminded me of the playoffs.
Wait, which game?
When they played. And the Buccaneers, actually something similar happened.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Devontae Adams was out of bounds when they caught it.
A lot of receivers seem to be out of bounds in Green Bay when they caught it.
Dez caught it. Just putting that out there now. He caught it.
I knew you were a Cowboys fan. I had to get that shot in.
He caught it. Let's go, though. Wow, that dude is very slow. He's just big.
He's a tight end.
Slow.
I'm curious if Eastern can even make a play now. Because Wasey, I mean, we were saying he figures him out. I feel like he's kind of got this guy down.
Oh, it's over. Do you hear that? Do you hear that in the microphone? Are you listening?
It's faint. I don't want to say anything yet. It's still the first half.
It's a fat lady. She's kind of big.
She's warming up. Getting the warm-up ready.
She's doing the vocals, warming her throat. She's drinking hot water and some honey.
Isn't that just tea with extra steps?
Yeah.
It's like tea without flavor.
I was trying to give the people the details. You know? I was trying to hype it up. Let's look at Brady. Hip check.
No run. Oh, I like the double cross,
Golly, all day. Oh!
He dropped it.
I was going to say.
Now, that would have been a flag in the NFL because the defensive players celebrated at all.
Oh, yeah, no, this is a no-fun league.
No fun league. He stepped over the offensive player. He made Chris Godwin feel bad, and that makes Roger Goodell feel bad.
I mean, Roger Goodell, I feel like almost every defensive player gets charges pressed on him after the game. So, oh!
It's a great throw.
Is that the rookie?
No, that was Godwin.
Oh, that's Godwin. Okay. Chris Godwin catches
I don't
everything
even think, who's the rookie? Scotty Miller? Is that him?
Scotty Miller and Tyler Johnson, I'm going to say.
I'm assuming in Madden when you have Evans, Godwin, and Antonio Brown, they don't really play.
Good God. That man is running like he's right there his rookie year. I don't know why the Jags released him.
Because he didn't want to play in Jacksonville anymore.
I mean, no one does after you lose that many times.
No one wants to play in Jacksonville regardless. I feel like Tampa's just more fun.
Facts. Easier.
And
I mean, and there's Brady. Kind of helps life.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, Brady just went there because he could go the TB and TB. Like, that's literally the only reason Brady went there. Oh, another run. Not bad.
Yeah, he does not believe in passing.
No, I mean, he has had awful. I think I saw Brady's 2 for 7 passing.
He's faithful to a run.
I don't blame him. I think there's better teams if you wanted to run. Why wouldn't you pick the Ravens?
Facts.
Or
I guess
the Titans.
He's one of the options.
I guess. Whoa, what's wrong with Ryan Tannehill?
Ryan Tannehill.
You got A.J. Brown.
Ryan Tannehill. We got Brady, and you talking about Ryan Tannehill.
They go with the Ravens. What's wrong with Lamar Jackson?
Ryan Tannehill.
Ryan Tannehill beat Brady in this last playoff game in New England. Let me remind you.
No. Derrick Henry beat Brady. Ryan Tannehill.
So he's got to score here because Wasey gets the ball back. If Wasey scores in the start of the second half, it's over. Oh, nice blitz. Oh!
Oh my God, Leonard Fournette breaks every tackle. I don't know who
He
thinks
does.
he is.
He really does.
Act like he's Shaq. Bro, go down. You ever hit somebody, like, just go down, bro. Stay down. I feel like that's how my parents do me. I used to get whoopings. Like, bro, just cry. It's okay. All right, let's get back to Tom Brady.
Quick peek into Chosen's life right there.
Man, I had flashbacks, you guys. Let's see what Brady's up to, though.
Oh, this is all cry. Oh,
what a
my
pick.
gosh.
What up? He's locked
If he scores
up.
here, it's game, by the way. I'm calling it now.
He's locked up.
Perfect. User pick, by the
Locked
way.
up.
User pick.
Ooh, I'm surprised they didn't throw a flag on that because it's Brady. Because he's locked up.
I will say that's my biggest pet peeve in Madden is sometimes the defensive backs. Those guys got some hops running the wrong direction. They're like, they turn their body and they get like a 6-foot vertical. It's very frustrating sometimes.
You know what I've heard? I've heard
Oh, there he is.
The MVP. The MVP, ladies and gentlemen. What I've heard a lot of football players say is that the cornerbacks are some of the most athletic people on the field.
Oh, I don't doubt it at all. The only reason
More than
they're-
the wide receivers because they have to move backward while doing what the wide
Exactly.
receivers do.
The only
So
reason they're not playing wide receivers because they don't have hands.
other than Deion Sanders.
Yeah, I mean, yes. Sorry that one of the best cornerbacks of all time doesn't fit my description. Oh, Tanya's wide open. So what?
Yo,
He was wide open.
yo.
He had the
wide open. I mean, he called his mom while running to check on her, make sure she was okay. I mean, what is going
He
on?
went over to the
ladies and
sideline.
gentlemen? My man took a pick while he was running. Wow, forgot to put his hands up. What's going on? It's all good. Ooh. See, I would have fumbled. See, I'd have been
I
there.
mean-
I'd have been on there for 5 minutes. Like, hey man, I don't even think I want to play no more.
And they show you the paycheck you're throwing away. Like, okay, I'll play it. I'll play it. Oh, that was risky. That was a very risky throw.
Man, I've seen those get pick six a lot.
I've seen this get pick six. I've seen the receiver just run straight out of bounds, and then they say that it's not a catch.
Sick, but he's undefeated for a reason. So let's
Exactly.
believe in our guy.
He's somehow giving the ball to Tavon Austin. Oh, no. I thought it was Tanya again. I'm less excited. It's still a touchdown. I thought it was Tanya. That would have been way more exciting.
Hey, shout out Rocky, man. Just throw in the towel, man. Throw in the towel. Throw the darn towel.
Yeah, he gets the ball back to start the second half. I mean, I'm already seeing 24-0 on the scoreboard.
Over. Do you hear that? Do you hear it?
I definitely hear
You hear
it
it
coming.
now?
I hear it.
I hear it now.
So since it's a best of three, how would you feel if the opponent, let's say Wasey stops him here, goes to 24-0. Do you care if the opponent quits? Just goes
No,
to
the game's
side?
over. I mean, all the real ones know 21 skunk. Whether you playing football, or you playing Madden, or 2K, 21 skunk, it's over.
Do you have a problem with him just, backing out and saying, hey, let's go next?
No. I mean, you got to know when to throw it. You got to know
may
when it's
have
time to throw in the
something
towel.
You might have something up your sleeve that you don't want to pull out.
No.
Is he changing off the Buccaneers next game?
Yeah, you got to switch. I mean, if your game plan is just run the ball, I mean, this is not it. I mean, we see the wide receivers are locked up to the Packers defense.
Yeah.
The Packers defense.
Evans and Godwin and Brown are locked up.
Which is crazy. Definitely didn't get an update. God, he got all day. Oh, boom. Yeah, he should have dropped that.
Yeah, he just ate like a knee right to the helmet. I mean, Mike Evans
definitely should have been a flag.
Mike Evans is already soft.
I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to say it's soft.
You see what happens when he tries to play Marshawn Lattimore? He gets in a fist fight. He has like 2 catches for 12 yards
Oh, yeah.
in
No,
6
he's
career
definitely-
games against
he's definitely
Marshawn
locked
Lattimore.
up. He's definitely locked up.
He's soft. Play action with 37 seconds. Oh, no. Brady's kicking that. Oh.
A pig. It's over.
Gronk's going to retire after this game.
Over. Gronk is not coming back out of retirement.
No, Brady's firing the offensive lineman, too.
Oh.
It's over.
Oh. They got the defense doing it.
Wait, did that defensive lineman just get pushed back by a corner?
Hey, man. Hey, man.
Wait, Wasey is just, this is the best. I mean, we know he's good. This is the best I've ever seen him play. Like, hands down.
Maybe that guy last time was really that good, too.
Maybe.
Or maybe they were just both playing with the
They were both playing with the Packers.
kind of weird.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Not
Our
this
favorite guy. Y'all can't don't even say that's not realistic because Aaron Rodgers has done this to my Cowboys. Toe tap, last second and a half. I mean, he's notorious.
I don't think Jared Cook was as wide open as Tanya was there, though.
No, he was
like covered. He was blanketed.
bro. He had to check on his grandparents. Just got the COVID vaccine while he was chilling right there. Man, he was living life. Oh, and let's see what he does. And I'm feeling a tub.
Oh, everybody was covered there. That was a risky throw, actually. I would have just thrown it away. Aaron Rodgers would have thrown it away.
Throwaway king, throwaway champ.
Aaron Rodgers protecting
Throwaway
those stats. Then he brags about how little interceptions he throws.
Let's see what this Bucs defense is like. They're the number one goal-stopping defense in the red zone. Number one red zone defense.
Scantling's going to be wide open right on that S.
Oh, he's running. He threw it away. There's your famous throwaway.
There's your throw out a sack right there. That's
So question, are you going 4 down territory?
Oh, yeah, because I know my opponent is quitting if I score here. You could go up 31. I mean, I bet knowing Wasey, he'll just run out the clock in the second half. He's a pretty good sport. He doesn't really run up the score. It's over if Wasey scores here. I think it's almost impossible for Eastern to come back as is.
Oh, run.
Oh, gets the first down.
Oh,
great play.
Timeout.
Now can he run it? Because it's 9 seconds, no timeouts.
No.
So if you run, you got to score.
No, he has no timeout.
Do you throw a quick slant to a very small receiver when you have a really good running back?
Are you feeling the Patriots Malcolm Butler play?
Tom Brady's on the sidelines. I don't even know if that would win the game or even help for Eastern. But
Oh, no, it's over.
Oh,
got him.
like what the Aaron Rodgers hard counts that strong even in real life?
Was that a jump? Was that a user jump or a computer jump?
I think a computer. Oh, no, it's actually a false start.
Oh, wow. I feel like that helps him, though.
I hate false starts in Madden because I feel like you should be able to go in the huddle and be like, we're going on 3. Instead, the computer just goes randomly. Always annoyed me. I'm the offense. I should have control of what the snap
helps,
count is.
though.
Oh,
It helps
R1's
good.
wide open. Oh, what?
I would challenge that. They all look like they were out of bounds.
Yeah, the booth can review it. 1 or 2 minutes. We have no power here. That was interesting. That was a very, very,
very dangerous,
risky
pass.
play. I've never seen him try and throw into triple
Never
coverage.
seen Aaron Rodgers do that. And I don't think that's not Wasey, but Wasey knows it's over. We all know it's over.
Yeah, Wasey's just trying to pad the
Man,
stats.
Stevie Wonder can see it's over. Who else do you want to call?
Oh.
Oh.
It doesn't matter. Time's over.
Not even a little bit. We're ready for the second half. Like every other good viewers, man, we're hyped to see it. I mean, it's more exciting than the Super Bowl to me. So, throw that out there.
I don't know about that. I think it's the Super Bowl you felt like the Chiefs had a chance and Mahomes was making crazy plays.
No, he was making a crazy play, watching his wide receivers completely drop the ball. Oh! Yeah. Yeah, what's your number? I'm calling the police.
It was like Call of Duty dead body ragdoll after he got hit. The elbows just go up in the air.
Oh, man, that's when your mom just scream at the TV, "Don't hurt my baby." Who is that? Yeah. Let's get into it, though. Let's see what it does.
I'm just still shocked that he threw that pick. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, I thought Rodgers was going 90 on him.
Yo, if Aaron Rodgers scored that touchdown.
Oh, yeah. Wait. See, that's what I'm talking about. Wasey's just such a good sport. He's already in kill clock mode.
The game's over.
Oh,
Dang.
100%.
I ain't gonna lie.
74s.
The way they getting hit, they not fumbling. I don't like how defensive players get hyped like that. Like after every single
We're down
play.
17 in the second half. Yeah.
Like I mean, even in the Super Bowl, I didn't like how the Buccaneers defense was hyped when they're triple covering Tyreek. Like, you're not even ISO covered. Oh, they're all deep.
Square's open.
Damn, he got
now.
all day. You want a sandwich?
Oh.
Yo, that was exactly how Patrick Mahomes threw the ball in the Super Bowl. Like bar for bar, word for word. Bar for bar, word for word.
Oh, man.
Hit my man in the chest.
And even Valtis Scantling felt bad for Easter. He's like, I don't want to catch this.
Like my man said, yeah, I'm good.
Oh, no.
Oh, that's a dime. That is a dime. He's wheeling and dealing. Hit him in the chest.
That was a great throw. That was a textbook Aaron Rodgers throw where you're just like, why? Why are you throwing that, and why are you so good at that throw?
Man, you can't even say it's fake because it's.
No, it's legit. I mean, Aaron Rodgers has done that to the Bears, Vikings, and
Ooh, getting filthy.
Oh, Le'Veon Brown there. Le'Veon Bell, excuse me.
Getting nasty.
Bounce around, then you hit the hole.
Sheesh. I like it. I like it. Oh, excuse me.
Quick cut. Oh,
Oh, dang.
don't know how that wasn't a face mask.
It's okay. That was Shaq Barrett or JVP.
I think that was Levante David.
Oh, dang. I was just all off. Sheesh.
Some really old, big name. Yeah, J.J. Watt's a perfect fit for this Buccaneers defense. There's Ndamukong Suh.
Yeah, because they're definitely going to – Shaq Barrett will not be returning. Not even close. So,
No, because Tom Brady actually took money this time. He's supposed to give him the hometown discount.
no, he does. They still only making – but Shaq Barrett wants the whole lot, which he deserves. Oh, look at the drag down. Great tackle. I was scared to be a running back. I feel like they get hit so much. Like, I was always like, I want to be a wide receiver if I was going to play football. But running back, I'm like,
I think Antonio Brown would remind you sometimes receivers get hit harder.
I mean, not in this league. Not no more.
But yeah, because they finally suspended Vontaze Burfict. Oh, what? He just catch that between his toes?
Yeah, man. We're not gonna ask questions. Boise State only, man.
All right.
I'm saying if the ref didn't call it.
Didn't call it. I mean, Wasey burned off the entire third quarter. Still has the ball.
Really? Dang, that happened in a
I mean, he goes in full. As soon as he knows he has the lead, he plays so smart, so safe. He just kills the clock.
Oh, good cutback. Oh, my gosh. And just roll you to the first down. Rolling. Jones. Aaron Jones. Great running back.
I want to see if Wasey can burn off a full 10 minutes.
I mean, he's got to score.
He can get one more first down. I think it's possible.
They put on the boxing gloves. I mean, the defense is not giving Brady the ball back. It's over.
No.
This is what should have happened, ladies and gentlemen, in the playoffs. But instead, people like Kevin King gives up touchdowns at the end of the half.
Or people like Jared Cook fumble the ball while driving up a field goal.
Facts.
Right on that logo. Right on this field, actually.
They were going to probably win that game. Even with Breeze, they couldn't throw past 10
Only
yards.
team to have a lead on Brady in the second half in the playoffs.
And still lose.
Nice pass to Scantling. He is going to try and make my dream a reality.
He really
and burn all
put
10 minutes of the second half.
This just sucks. Just so he could tell him that he didn't even score on
kneel
me.
the ball down.
They think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open.
I don't know if he has enough time. I don't think he can burn 2 minutes in 3 kneel downs.
Yeah, no, the guy's not even calling timeout.
Oh, the guy's accepted it. He knows.
It's over. It's over. Do we want to read his eulogy?
No, he still has game 2. Let's give him the benefit of the doubt. The first 5 plays of the game made me think Eastern was going to give Wasey a challenge. And then Wasey immediately figured it out. He's going to score.
Touchdown. Touchdown. It's a what? Touchdown. Come on now. Touchdown. Touchdown. Kids, you should never quit unless you're down 24-0 because it's over. Just it's done. So
a little bit of information on our opponent. Eastern is 1-1. They lost to Shenandoah 0-2, which is Shenandoah is the team that kept us here for hours against Wasey with the Miracle game.
Okay.
So maybe Shenandoah, maybe they're better we give them credit for, and then they beat Buena Vista University. So maybe Shenandoah and Boise State, the top of the division here.
Yeah, but we're on top though.
Yeah,
we're the top dogs.
We are undefeated.
I'm saying Wasey is who we thought he is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Looking pretty good right now.
He is who a lot of us think we are. Shout out that bowler. Don't know his name.
Isn't that Dennis Green? The Bears are who we thought we were.
No, like it's who you think you are, I am.
Oh, okay. I thought you were going to give me a Denny Green reference.
The Bears who they thought.
Bears are who we thought we were.
Oh,
Let him off the hook.
I love that though.
That's a great. Rest in peace, Denny Green. Absolute fantastic.
R.I.P. Are we going to get a comeback? I mean, we're trying to stay locked in on this game.
No, we're not going to get a comeback. I think if you're Eastern, you're experimenting with what you think can work in game 2.
Makes sense.
I mean, he's even in kill clock mode. Maybe you're thinking about what team you want to switch to. Like I said, I think the Ravens are a better pick.
Okay, who do you think he picks? The Ravens?
I think the Ravens are, if you want to run the ball. Nice little move.
The one highlight of his entire game. Okay. I like that.
Yeah, I would go with the Ravens. The Ravens would be my choice. Or maybe the Chiefs.
I mean, he tried to scramble out of the pocket, so I would say
the Chiefs are not bad. I mean, they have
the GOAT.
They have Mahomes, and then they have Edwards-Helaire, who's not awful at running the football.
Thanks. Only in like real life, I guess.
I mean, he started out hot, and then they stopped handing the ball to him. But that was a clean win for Wasey. I think it's got to be a
Dubs.
team change.
Dubs.
Maybe.
Dubs. Boise. Stay. Wasey's locked in. I mean, who you got? Who do you think? What team would you change to?
I mean, if he had the most success running the football, you know, when you're trying to get to a game 3, you go a little cheesy. So I would 100% go with the Ravens. You get the Lamar Jackson cheese where you roll out. If Hollywood Brown's open, you just launch it deep. If Hollywood Brown's is not open, you just run it past. I'd go with the Ravens if I was Eastern.
Interesting.
I think the Ravens are a much better team for his styles. We see here's the breakdown. 39 schools, finals on April 23rd, best of 3, 7 rounds of play, 5-minute quarters played on the home team server. I know Wasey's hoping to have that April 23rd on his calendar. Top 20 last in the fall, by the way, in a different competition. So definitely has the skills. Goated on the sticks, as the kids say.
Top 20 in the nation.
That's pretty good. I mean, that's insane.
Say it with your chest. Wasey, top 20 in the nation. You know how many people play Madden in the nation?
A lot.
I don't know, but I know he's amazing because he's top 20.
Yeah, that's absolutely crazy. I mean, Eastern has their work cut out for them for sure. Wow. He's already running it back.
Wow. I guess die with the lie, as they say, kids. Die on the sword. Die with what brought you there. You're rocking
This
with
feels
what team
like
took you there.
maybe Eastern entered and they just kind of gave somebody the controller, and he's like, oh, I know the Buccaneers are good. Because I would not run back with the Buccaneers. This is not a good fit for his skill set at all.
At least for him.
No.
Like you said, his skill set. what
His
he
skill
does
set,
best.
yeah.
This is not him. The Bucs are a quick throw team. That's not him.
No. They're not a running team.
Not at all. Leonard Fournette just breaks every tackle for her.
Ooh, I do want to see this. Oh.
Ooh.
Interesting.
Ooh. I don't know what just happened, but it looks
He switched
amazing.
playbooks.
Oh. Okay.
He's using I don't know if I want to give it away. I'll tell you when we're in a break, Chosen. I don't want to give away whose Wasey he's using if people didn't see it.
Roger that.
Because we don't want people scouting Wasey.
Oh, facts.
We don't want him to lose.
We can't have it.
I don't want it to be my fault he loses. That would be terrible.
Man, I have to never see you again. They just some big dudes just come kidnap you.
Exactly.
Just never see you again.
Exactly.
Like he was playing. Oh.
Exactly.
Oh, cut the break. Cut the.
I don't understand the Buccaneers run back. Because we've been told, according to the rules, that you can switch teams in between games.
I mean, he changed the stadium.
I think the home team gets the pick.
Yeah, I mean, he got a different stadium this time. So, guess that helps.
I mean, he'll feel like he's the home team since the Cardinals wear red and so do the Buccaneers.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know if that's going to really help him. I would have loved for him to go with the – I don't know if the uniform changes are legal, but I would have loved for him to go with the creamsicle Buccaneers.
ooh, cream, Warren Sapp and all them boys. Old school.
That was – don't remind me of those days. I wasn't even a Saints fan back then. I don't want to talk about it. I was a Falcons fan, which is even worse. Nothing worse than watching Michael Vick just get pounded into the turf by Warren Sapp, Derek Brooks, and John Lynch.
Running for his life. Faithfully.
The wrong way, too.
Hey, man, when those guys are coming at you, I'm just trying to get out of there. I'm trying to walk after the game. Thank you very much.
I mean, I'll be curious if he runs. He's not in the I formation this time, so maybe
Starting off
Eastern's
Passing? Switching it up. He got a different game plan.
turn the crowd down.
Let's see. And no, he doesn't. But look at that. A whole good God, all my college books could fit in there. Oh, $500 worth. Kids, college is not cheap.
You could run for 6 yards carrying your college textbooks through that hole.
Sheesh, facts. Facts.
Your book. That's the one nice thing about college. You don't have to go to all your classes at the same time. I don't think all of us would have a back problem. Oh, nice blitz. Fournette. Whoa. Oh, Fournette's a little speedy.
That's how you get hit. That's how you hit. Like, that's how you hit. All the kids that used to play football in Pop Warner. So all the coaches would say, that's how you hit. Let's see what they got next, because it looks like Leonard Fournette is his favorite target. Classic Tom Brady. Throw to running backs.
Make all the running backs really, really good.
Facts.
You have some of the best receivers in the NFL. Oh, no.
Nah.
He usered Antonio Brown a little bit. User catches are some of the hardest stuff in the game, by the way. I don't know how people do it.
Sheesh, I don't know. I'm never big on user catches. I don't usually, like, switch off from the route. I usually, like,
Like, it's so hard when you take control before and you like accidentally like hit the stick and you run the wrong way.
Oh man, that's the worst.
Like when you're trying to user run like deep balls, oh, those are so hard.
As the chat can see, I'm a big rage quitter. So like once that type of stuff happens, I'm like, yeah, I don't even want to play no more for my mental health. But we finally got a good tackle by the Packers defense.
3rd and 11, put him in a passing down, as the cliches would go.
I mean, what are you doing? I mean, is everything 4-down territory? I mean, you know how good Wasey is, or is this just a new game?
Oh, man. It's tough because, I mean, on the 40-yard line, if you don't get it on 4th down, you basically guarantee Wasey's going to score. Oh, I probably go for it, though. I say everything's 4-down territory at this point. You know that Wasey's just not going to, go easy on you.
Go big. Or go home. Golly, he don't made a barbecue. Talk to his side chick. Good God. Instead made it back home to his wifey with how much time he had in the pocket. Let's see what else is going on. Man.
Yeah, I mean, if Brady's doing that, that's just that's too much. I don't know how Brady's able to get it to the sideline.
I mean, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
A lot of audibles going on here for Eastern.
Man, I'm very hyped. Ooh,
quick throw to Fournette, 1 broken tackle.
I mean, he averages a broken tackle. 1.
Yeah, he loves Leonard Fournette. The Eastern player does. He's
boom. I mean, he might be an LSU fan.
Maybe.
I'm very hyped about this, though.
I'm curious because I mean, this is around the time where his first drive stalled out and he never got back here again. This is where Wasey clamped down. Ended up missing a field goal.
And took the momentum. The momentum was never taken back. Oh, that's how you hit. That would have been a flag in real life. Can't go after the legs, but, it's whatever. That's why I roll Madden, guys.
Can't go after the quarterback. Can't hit him high. Can't hit him low.
Yeah, jeez.
And he was trying that quick pass to Fournette, too. So it's pretty impressive that Wasey got there as quick as he did.
Wasey is locked in. After watching the first game.
Yeah, he's ready to go.
Everybody saw this coming, I mean. Oh, let's see what happens.
All right, this is what happened. Oh, ooh. Soft.
Oh, kind of a PI, but I didn't see anything.
Hey, he's playing blind.
I'm legally blind. You know what I'm saying?
What is this? Oh, he's taking a long time to figure out what he wants to do. It's a long field goal. He's punting.
He's punting.
He's punting.
Weak sauce.
It's 4th and 13. It's the right call.
Do you want to win or you want to go home?
I mean,
shout out Denzel, training day. Do you want to win or you want to go home?
I mean, if he doesn't get it on 4th and 13, he's going home anyway.
I mean, he'll never get the momentum back. He might as well
just quit now.
Yeah, quit now.
What if he gets a pick right here?
Eat his lunch, eat a sack lunch. I know he has a sack lunch. Give him a sack lunch.
I'm pretty sure Eastern is on the East Coast. It's
dinner time?
It's 8:46 there.
Well, go ahead, wrap it up. Have sweet dreams. I thought he was quitting already.
I thought he was quitting too.
It was like, yeah. Look, I promise you, after this game, he's going to go home, turn the lights off, play Marvin's Room by Drake, call it a night.
You don't think he's going to go back online and try and practice?
No, he needs to, but he's not. He's not. Let's see what Wasey does, though. Let's set it off, Wasey. Let him know what Bronco Nation's all about.
Oh, Adams is wide open.
Oh,
so it's Tavon Austin.
Oh, my God, excuse me. Tavon Austin. That's how you know we're on Madden. He caught a ball.
Tavon Austin's the issue was never that he couldn't catch. He just was never healthy.
And he couldn't catch. He dropped a lot of balls.
He was on a really bad Rams team. Oh, nice pass to Scantling.
But when even Sean McVay can't use you, that's how you know it's bad.
The Rams have been awful since they but backwards fell into the Super Bowl one time.
Yeah, that was Jeff Fisher, though. Jeff Fisher was
No, with Goff when they got shut out in like the worst Super Bowl game ever. There's a touchdown to Tanya. I was talking about the
look at the dance. Look at that dance. Oh, ride him. Now that's how you ride.
That's how we know we're in Madden. When Tanya's look at that. He's got 15 yards of separation.
Apparently nobody can guard him. Nobody can stay in front of him.
Nobody can stop the GOAT. You talked about the two GOATs. It's Tanya and everybody else right now. I was talking about the 10-3 Rams-Patriots Super Bowl. Did you not suffer through that one?
I mean, that was just because Bill Belichick figured out that Jared Goff is not a good quarterback.
The Rams haven't been good since that game.
No, the Rams have been good.
Well, they
Jared
haven't.
Goff hasn't
Losing
been
in the playoffs does not count as good.
good. Jared Goff hasn't been good. Making the playoffs.
They shouldn't even have made the Super Bowl anyway that year. But I digress.
What? I don't know.
That was PI.
I don't agree with that.
PI.
Oh, yeah. No, facts.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
They wouldn't have been a
absolutely.
Super Bowl. It would have been a Super Bowl if it wasn't for that.
Listen, as we all know, I don't know what happened to the Saints. They got voodoo on them or something, but they luck is awful.
Yeah, we clearly sold ourselves some Mardi Gras back shop voodoo worker to win that first Super Bowl. But, you know, maybe Brady's got better luck than us. Maybe he could pull something off here.
I mean, it was karma because you guys should have lost to the Vikings. But it's cool, though, because that was definitely a PI. Let's look at Brady, though. He's still talking to people. And he's finally
this
hiked
guy's
the ball.
trying to figure out what passing plays are. No, fumble. Oh, the lineman. The lineman can't block a corner, but he can recover a fumble.
Did you see that dive? God, he dove all the way to the ground. He couldn't wait to touch the football.
He's like, yeah. Now Brady's going to come over and just punch him in the head. He's getting manhandled by a corner.
Look at that dive. Look at that dive. Look at that dive.
No lineman in real life front flipping for a
that.
football. Oh, woo.
Yeah, he practiced that every day in practice. They're like, bro, why would you do that? He said, my time is coming. I promise. You'll see. They'll all see.
Second and 25. And you go to a single receiver play?
Bro, trust in Brady, man.
Oh, he's just going to let the time roll off. I was like, what is happening?
Bro, you got to trust in Brady, my guy. Brady's the GOAT. If anybody can do it, Brady can do it.
No, he can't.
With the assist of the refs, but, you know. There's no refs in
no tuck rule in Madden.
You know, a lot of Raider fans are still hurt. They're still on suicide watch. Possibly.
They got rid of the tuck rule.
Good. You know what's crazy? It just disappeared right after that. It's just wild.
Like, the Patriots won. All right, get rid of it. I don't know what to happen against them. I don't know what play you have for second and 25 in a
for me, I always got one. Oh, got him.
Oh, okay. Okay.
There's Mr. Soft.
Interesting.
Shout out Kobe, soft like Charmin. You know what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying. I agree with that. Mike Evans is pretty soft. He makes a great catch there.
You know, it just feels like Eastern University has just no hope. I mean, I'm not feeling any belief
It feels
in
like a guy who was told, hey, just play Madden and you just pick the best team. Because his team does not shoot what he wants to do.
Just try to win.
I feel like if he picked the Ravens, something with the – oh, no. Oh, beat him on the edge. Ball's bouncing around.
I feel like they told him, hey, listen, you're not going to win, kid. Listen, you go out there and you try.
Oh, he's punting.
You put all the hard work in and you
again.
try. Because right after this, we have this great YMCA participation trophy for you. As long as you get your heart out, you win. You know?
Oh, a nice little punt return. Yeah, I mean, it just feels like he picked the best team instead of picking a team that actually fits his skill set.
And I don't even know if it's really the best team. He just watched the Super Bowl. But
I mean, I think a lot of people knew the Buccaneers were probably top 4 team in the NFL.
I don't think anybody thought the defense would be like that, but at the same time, Patrick Mahomes' offensive line was decimated.
But I mean, Brady, Evans, Godwin.
Golly.
At least he's going for the throw.
It's like everybody's open. Everybody. They have a Congo line down in the middle.
They don't have it. They don't have, I mean, this is what we thought the Buccaneers defense would be. They have a good defensive line. They have decent linebackers, and they just have no secondary.
This is murder.
Oh, no.
This is murder.
It's over.
This is murder. Help me, okay? Help.
They need 12 on the field defensively.
Help.
These guys are so I mean, so Wagey should be the offensive coordinator, right, of the Packers. He's calling a better game than whoever the Packers offensive coordinator was in the playoffs.
Facts. I mean, Fisher. I mean, do you know who we have to call?
Jeff Fisher.
No, we need to call 911 because it is a murder. There's a murder going on. I'm pressing charges for him.
I mean,
Lacey
Lacey's
needs to
even
go to
kicking
jail.
deep.
I'm giving 10 to 20. At least. This is first-degree murder.
Hey,
On camera.
He still got a shot.
Don't you hear it?
I can hear it. It's getting louder in my ear, but
Very overweight.
there's 13 minutes left on the clock. Anything can happen.
I'm talking Auntie Big, just singing her life away right now.
Not yet.
It's over.
She's still warming up. She just finished her hot water and honey.
To the fans, don't worry. We're going to – I like the hope. Keep believing, kids.
See, look at that. Oh, first down, Antonio Brown.
Sheesh.
No huddle. See, now he's getting it.
He's getting it.
He's Eastern starting to get it.
And
Running play right up the middle.
If it was like a pick six, I think I'd be crying right now. And pick six.
Bunch of audibles.
He's wasting time like he got all the time in the world.
It calls to hurry up. Just call a bunch of audibles. Why didn't you just? Oh, there's this. Oh no, there's Gronk for.
They're all just diving to the ground. I don't know if he's doing that on purpose or like.
Low throws.
Oh, okay.
That was pressure in his face. Wasey's figured out this blitz off the edge really, really well.
And he's punishing the quarterback. I mean, Tom's going to need some ice out after the game.
Running. Oh, wow, that actually kind of worked. There's blips where Eastern looks really good, and then there's times where they just look lost.
Oh, lost. No idea where he is.
Lost in the sauce, one could say.
Oh, but does he have the juice at least?
No, juice boxes are for winners.
You're right. Apple juice or orange juice?
Apple juice, 100%.
No, Fish. I don't know if I ever told you this, but I like you.
I was worried. I thought you were going to say you were an orange juice guy. I was like, whoa.
No, orange juice is for when you're sick, your throat hurts.
Exactly. I don't know. Oh, nice hit. Big hole, though.
Oh.
Running the ball down 14, probably not the right call, but.
Yeah, let him know. You got to flex. You eat steak for fun. Yeah, that's how you eat. That's how you hit.
This guy's eat 3,000 calories a day and lose weight.
Man, just hit him. Just like, you bump into him.
Now, he gets like the 30-yard line and just things fall apart for Eastern. That's really where, this is where Wasey's like, no, I'm pitching a shutout.
Boom.
Ooh, big hit. Gronk's retiring after that.
Boom. Sheesh, I mean, they could bring back Clay Matthews the way this defense is playing. I mean, those guys are locked down. This is just not going to.
Clay Matthews, A.J. Hawk.
It's over.
Still time left.
Maybe the announcers.
You haven't chosen, I know you're new here, you haven't run into the caster curse yet.
Oh, what's the caster curse?
It's when you say something like, it's over, there's no way they could lose this, and then the improbable happens.
Do you?
I have done it personally to Boise State before.
You know who that man is over there?
I've done it to Boise State teams that I thought could not lose. I'm like, oh, there's no way they lose this, and they absolutely choke.
Over there? Top 20 in the nation. I'm gonna say it one more time. Let me say it for the second time.
I'm not superstitious, but I'm a little stitious.
For the grandmas, for the grandparents watching.
Look at this, first down at the 20.
Top 20 in the nation, baby. Nationwide. I'm talking Verizon, T-Mobile. You can call him anywhere and still know that he's top 20 in the nation.
He's about to allow a touchdown. See, look, you're praising him, and Eastern's driving down the field. Caster curse in action right now, Chose.
Is he going to win?
I don't know yet.
I'll put my life savings on it. He don't win. It's not a lot.
It's
about
$1.
It's about $1.
Is your life savings even in the positive after going to college?
No. No, not really. Yeah, no. No, not even a little bit. But it'll be all right. Just know that the sentiment was there.
See, Gronk's open.
Oh, yeah. Don't you run from me. Don't you run from me. Yeah. Yeah, I like that. I like that defensive lineman. I like how they be running. They chase the quarterback. It's like a bad hide and seek. Sandbag tag. Come here. The strangler from SpongeBob. Don't run from me. All right, let's see what Brady does. Pass, throw, pass easy.
This isn't easy. I mean, if he watches Gronk, he's open in the middle. He's going to be open on the crosser at the D.
Gronk
there in the middle of the cardinal D. There it is. Boom.
That is very realistic, though. Gronk is always open.
Crossing route. He was open. Throw it away.
Man, should have laid him out.
Yeah, Brady. It's flag.
If your quarterback gets injured, is that the game, or do you keep playing?
I don't think there's injuries in online.
Okay.
That would be off. Everyone would just big hit the quarterback just to try and injure them.
Facts.
Oh, see, look at that. Still a game. Cast your curse. This is all your fault, Chosen.
You know what? Just want to say I'm sorry, you know. I thought he missed too. I just want to say I'm sorry that the casters never apologize to nobody. Shout out Notorious. Shout out Conor McGregor. Bronco Nation, man, we gloat. We talk mess when it started the game.
Now, if Wasey can score here, then he gets the ball back and scores again, then we can call game.
And after the game. You're right, though. I'm like Michael Jordan. What Michael Jordan said? He said, a real man talks mess when the game is close. When it's 0-0, it's a close game. There's still hope.
48 minutes left in an NBA game.
Oh, yeah. 32 seconds. Very realistic, guys, that Aaron Rodgers scores at the end of the game.
Oh, 100%.
Never say it's fake.
100%.
A lot of people like saying that. That's like top excuses for people when they lose in sports games. That's not realistic.
No, if Aaron Rodgers scores, this is
Oh
totally
my
realistic.
gosh. Oh, excuse me.
I mean, that wasn't Tanya, so that wasn't realistic. Tanya would have actually scored that, if we're being honest.
No,
Tanya
facts.
would have been so open, he would have scored.
Thanks. Hit him right over the shoulders.
Tanya wide open.
Oh, he's open.
Adams
Devontae.
even more open.
How do you leave Devontae Odom?
Because you have to cover Tanya. You're triple teaming Tanya.
I mean, Adams was wide open. Nobody was around.
Double team Tanya. Double team Tavon Austin.
He can stretch, do jumping jacks. I mean, I'm talking nobody.
Yeah, there was nobody there.
Office space.
So 3 plays already.
Oh, you
He's
can
running the ball.
Does he have timeout?
Oh, yeah. Catch him off guard.
Oh, this is the pitch play.
Right up the middle. Excuse me. Which is fake because that Buccaneers up front is really amazing. But what did you say? You said
Hey, there's still time left.
I did what?
What if he throws a Hail Mary?
The curse? The what?
The caster curse? You don't mess with the caster curse. Even if the caster curse doesn't come through this time, it'll bite you eventually.
Do you know who that man is?
I don't know.
I don't know who that man is either.
Top 20?
I mean, it's top 20 in what?
Madden.
In Madden.
We're playing Madden.
In the nation. Kids. The nation's a big place. Shout out the geography class. And
Maybe Brady throws a 70-yarder right here.
Brady don't got the arm strength. That's fake. He can't throw no 70 yards. That is fake.
Maybe get the lateral going. Start pitching it everywhere.
Look at this. Are you in prevent? Are you blitzing? What are you doing?
Oh, 100% blitzing.
Second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
Look at this.
You don't want to let him get the ball out of his hands.
Does Wasey get the ball back? Or
In the second half, yeah, he does.
Oh, yeah.
Nearly got it back right there.
Oh, yeah, the game's over. Wasey gets the ball at half.
He's going to run out 5 more minutes of the clock.
It's done.
I want to see if he can run out 10 minutes. I think that's truly the challenge. Can he run out 10 minutes of clock?
You know it's bad when we have to challenge him to make it more entertaining. Because it's done. We know it's over. You know it's in your soul.
There's one last play here. If Easter doesn't score here, I'll say it's over.
I know you hear that gospel in your ear.
I said it. I said it's faint.
Oh, yeah, good fake. Oh, that's how you hit, though.
Other play.
I know Wasey really wanted to shut out, though, back-to-back games.
Oh, 100%. I'm sure he's a little upset about that. That what could be meaningless touchdown.
Facts.
What do you think? He's more mad about that touchdown he allowed or the interception he threw into triple coverage last game?
Probably the score. Because everybody, you like to skunk people. I mean, the shutout is amazing. Excuse me. Thanks for the pick. Get up. Go. Go.
No.
Oh, got him.
Oh. Should have lateraled. Start pitching the ball everywhere. I don't even know what the button is. I just know that I hit it on an accident like once every month, and I'm like, oh, no. I think it's R2.
Oh, my gosh. I mean, you're ready to admit it? It's over?
I'm ready to admit it.
So the curse doesn't exist?
It does exist.
Okay.
It exists about as much as momentum exists.
All right, you're done. You're done. You're done. Like my man here, I mean, he's a state.
Maybe he gets a fumble. Maybe you force the fumble.
If was a fifth, maybe. Coulda, shoulda, woulda. It's over. You know, maybe Cam Newton dies for the fumble. Maybe the Seahawks.
Cam Newton can't even defend himself against high school students anymore.
Whoa. I mean, we asked the high school student what was his stats was. He couldn't answer. That's crazy. But regardless of that,
imagine being so proud of your high school stats that you can't remember that you talked trash to a former NFL MVP at his camp.
Bro, I just can't believe you talk trash to the man, and he asks you what your stats were, and you have no response. It's, oh, you'll see tomorrow. Well, what happened today? No further questions.
Absolutely wild.
But let's get back to the game because we're trying to keep the people locked in because the people sense it. They heard the big lady sing.
I mean, yeah, we're running the ball. Like I said, I mean, the challenge here is can Wasey burn all 10 minutes of the second half without giving his opponent the ball back?
Oh, my God. That was open. I mean, you could throw anything down there. I mean, what do they say? Hot dog down the hallway? Over. It's just.
I mean, you could have thrown the entire kitchen sink down there.
Man. Sheesh. You throw me down there. Me and you.
Yeah, taped together.
Taped together.
We could have done the three-legged, the sack race that people do at, like, company picnics. We could have done that for a first down through that hole. Exactly.
Give us time. We'll make it.
We wouldn't even need practice. That hole was huge.
That hole was
Look at the third quarter, almost done. 2 more plays, third quarter's done.
Sheesh.
He's not even at the 50. It's possible. I'm feeling it.
Sheesh. Shaq could fit through that hole, and that's just absurd.
Uh-oh. Oh, Tanya! The backhand covered.
Faithful. Good old
Insane.
Faithful.
Absolutely wild.
He'll be there.
See, I mean, Aaron Rodgers is a big State Farm guy. So.
They said, hey, is there defensive lineman coming for you? Got the perfect guy for you. Tanya.
Discount double check.
Discount double check.
There he is again. Oh, breaking tackles.
What'd he say? I'll be there. I'll be there. When you're all alone and you want to make a far pass, Tanya will be there. Oh,
look at Tanya out there blocking in the corner. That time not making the right play.
You know what? I feel bad, so I'm going to clap it up.
Whoa. Is that Jason Pierre-Paul?
That was a great pass. Great stop. My fault. Great stop by the Bucs defense. I got to clap it up, man.
Oh, was that JPP number 90?
Oh, with no fingers?
No, I thought he had 5 on both hands.
No.
Well, I know he doesn't in real life. Does he in Madden have 5 fingers on both hands?
You know what? That's actually a great question.
He shouldn't.
Not even close.
But I don't remember what number he is. We're in the fourth quarter, by the way.
Don't play with fireworks, kids. Especially when you're a millionaire. You kind of need them.
Yeah, I mean, when you need your fingers to do your job well.
Well, he was still a Pro Bowler, so I don't know.
Oh no! Recover! Oh no! Oh no!
Go home. Go home. Yo.
He lost 10 yards.
What number was that? What number was that? You cut. Don't you even make it on the bus.
If he would have scored there, I would have called game.
Don't even make it on the bus.
I would have called game if he would have scored there.
I don't know who that was. Don't even make it on. You're not invited to the bus. You just leave your gear.
Fly home. Fly back to your real home.
And you owe me 6 miles.
Don't come back to Tampa.
No water. You can get no breaks. See, that's the type to be like, man, coach, why don't you play me? What? Yeah.
Coach, I've been really trying. Like, I've really been working hard in the practice room.
Yeah. That's the guy.
The toss.
That's the guy whose parents always talk to the coach after the game.
I think Wasey trusted me in that toss play, and it just went awry, and he's never going to call it again.
Oh, he's always trying to. You love the toss.
I think it's really good. Maybe it's better in NCAA 14. It's unstoppable in NCAA 14. I don't know about Madden 21. It's only a 7-year gap between the games. The AI's probably got a bit better.
7 years ago, I had no facial hair and was definitely not broke from college. So that's a long time ago, I would say.
7 years ago, this wasn't even a thing.
You're right. Parents were not trying to let kids play video games.
No.
Not even a little bit.
No. It was. Oh, he's kicking. Has he lost your fandom now?
I mean, he's trying to be nice. He's a nice guy.
Wouldn't nice be going for it, just taking a knee?
Nah.
I mean, you say you never kick field goals, so I got to make sure you know.
I mean, I don't. I'm trying to break your neck. Leave you scarred for life. Trying to have you have nightmares. But Wasey, you know what I'm saying? But oh wow, great return, you know.
You think if Wasey was who has the Jaguars pre-Trevor Lawrence that you and I could beat him with the Bucs in Madden?
I wouldn't use the Bucs though. I would use the Chiefs.
Okay, you Chiefs. All right, Chiefs or Bucs, your pick. Wasey has to play the Jaguars sans Trevor Lawrence. Would we beat him?
Give him the Jets. I got hope. Not the Jaguars. The Jaguars are not that bad as people.
That's fair.
Give him the Jets though. Yeah.
You think you can beat him with the Jets?
Yes.
That's a. I want to see that.
But not more than.
Pitch it. He doesn't need to pitch it.
Is Tom Brady threw a pick six? Oh, see, that's a great guy.
Great sportsmanship.
Did Tom Brady throw a pick six?
Almost.
Really, technically, yes. Technically, yes. I'm saying yes.
Yeah, in any other situation, Tom Brady threw a pick.
That's very realistic. Thank you, guys. But, yeah, no, give him the Jets. Give him the Jets. I can beat him once. I think I believe in myself for one.
Like in a
one
best
win.
of 3, you think you could beat him once?
Once. I'm not going to win it after that. Because I told you, I got 3 cheese plays. 3 cheese plays, I might get lucky. Score kind of quick.
Yeah, after game 1, he would probably figure you out. And
might figure you out in the first quarter, I'm not going to lie to you. But I just need to get lucky. Just give me lucky.
Well, I think this should about do it. I don't know if I'll have enough time to run all of the clock off, but
yeah.
Does he score here? Last time he took in a couple of kneel downs and he scored.
I don't know.
No, actually he will have enough time. He actually can bleed the time off.
Does he?
No, you're right. I thought that was third down.
It's over. It's over.
Is he going for it?
I mean, he kind of has to.
Oh, I mean, like, is he going? I thought he was running 4 verts.
The game's over.
I think he should run a fade to Tanya.
The offense stays out there.
I mean, he might as well just score.
I
think, but unless he runs the ball.
He's being a nice guy. He'll probably just run it and go down. Didn't want to hurt Aaron Rodgers' rushing stats too much.
What a great guy. Way better than me.
Aaron Rodgers always watching out. Yeah, you would just be.
I'm known as a sore winner. You know what I'm saying? I take the scoreboard with me. You know what I'm saying? Shout out.
You're the kind of guy who just yells scoreboard anytime anyone talks trash.
Facts. Shout out Drake the Ruler. That's his bar.
Look at that. Great sport.
Take the scoreboard with me. You know what I'm saying? You got to pound it in. Let you remember. To remember this.
I mean, I think Wasey beat him a combined 45-7. I think he's going to remember.
Facts. No, didn't he score 24 both?
Oh, yeah, you're right. 48-7.
48 to sheesh. Definitely calling my mama. I don't even want to play Madden no more if I got beat 48-7.
I think that could be the final score if Wasey played you even with the Jets.
You know what? I like to believe in myself. You know, I like to have hope. So, yeah. Kids always believe in yourself, even if you're up against a gigantic top 20 ranked player.
Well, that was a much quicker game than it was last time we saw Wasey. I'm always grateful for that. A nice win, too. I mean, it took him 5 plays to figure out what Eastern was doing, and then nothing else besides like a last-second touchdown, a meaningless touchdown.
You really didn't understand how blessed we were for the last time, how great you didn't know it was.
Boise State, the winner of the NACE Spring Madden against Eastern, 2-0ing the Eagles. Huge shout-out to Wasey for once again holding it down, staying undefeated. Now he just has to take down Chosen, who believes he could beat him in one game.
Listen, don't put your money on me. Not even a little bit. Don't put even a penny. Okay, I'm not. Don't look at me when you lose your money.
Hey, at least you got your life savings back.
Oh yeah, no facts. Yeah, no facts. I won a total of $1.
Well, don't forget the beatdown at Boise State being held throughout February. We've got one last event in Boise State's premier fighting game tournament. Super Smash Bros. Ultimate coming your way February 28th. Great place to test yourself against the Idaho fighting game community. Open brackets held online with an in-person final hosted at Boise State. You can register at smash.gg. The beatdown, Boise State. Going to be a ton of fun. Cannot wait to see the in-person finals. Meanwhile, I cannot to see where Wasey goes next, because right now he is crushing, or really you could say beat down the other teams in NACE.
Once again, let's say it again for the one time for the people in the back. He's top what?
Top 20.
In the nation, baby. That's not a small feat. You got to recognize, respect it. I still believe I can beat him one time.
If he's the Jets.
If he's the Jets.
Yeah, I know.
Who's the sorriest team, man? I think that's the Jets. Yeah, handicap them.
Jets or Jaguars are the worst teams, but you're right. The Jaguars are sneaky. They can catch you off guard.
Yeah, the wide receivers are bad.
No, the Jets have nothing.
Oh, not at all.
Absolutely nothing.
Fire that. But Wasey is the guy, man.
He's good.
Jeez. I mean, he's just destroyed everybody in his wake. It's crazy. He adapts really well.
Oh, yeah.
He made the Packers' defense look like the 85 Bears, which is
impressive.
Amazing.
Yes.
Amazing, because they are awful. But I just want to say that it was very entertaining game.
Oh, yeah. Huge congratulations to Wasey, remaining undefeated. I don't know what you're going to have to do to take him down. Would have loved to have seen, however, he ended up falling last fall when he finished top 20, what it took, because he seems unstoppable right now, but you don't want to go anywhere. Just because Wasey won, we're not done. It's time for Collegiate Call of Duty. Boise State taking on Arizona State in Black Ops Cold War. The Broncos starting to get their feet under them a little bit here. Hopefully they're going to come away with the win over the Sun Devils.